Hello everyone, welcome back to Lost Tales of Ardaithe. I am your host, RedBeast13. I'll be DMing this evening, and with me, don't bother muting, I'm going to have you guys introduce your characters for me, because I can't pronounce shit today. With me is Walkman EXE playing the role of... That's your cue.
Oh, that was my shit. Well, I'm so glad we'd established that ahead of time. I played the Sorcerer James Hargrove, spellcaster extraordinaire.
Followed him, we have the Monk Tiefling.
Zorsasphere. Whoa, guys, I'm so quirky.
And who's he played by?
Kaposh.
Sorry.
Damn it.
No, that was supposed to be me. I screwed up.
Oh.
Up next, we have my brother Storm Sage playing
Roland Ashkeeper, at your service.
Royalty of nothing in particular.
Exactly.
Might be the King of Thieves, might not.
Last but not least, we have the Huckabridge playing
Damon Laird. Pleasure.
Unfortunately, Risk cannot be joining us today. If he is feeling up to it, he may be able to join us, but if he can't, we totally understand. He's had a very long day. He is an extremely hard worker, and we hope he gets some rest.
We love you.
Yeah,
I thought he was just too handsome. I was misinformed.
I mean, he plays all warlock Aki Jakostka, and
Jacosta.
I mean that charisma. He's just too handsome. Guys, come on.
See, exactly. There we go.
Yeah,
Warlock, I fucking knew it.
you knew he was.
Yeah, no, I called it like episode 1.
He said so in the chat.
Yeah, and I then as well deduced his lineage.
You know Walker doesn't read.
But
Yeah,
Red
no,
Beast.
I believe only in the spoken word.
Now,
Red Beast.
yes.
How dare you forget to introduce the most important party member, Mr. Oreo.
Ah, yes, Herr
Oh,
Oreo.
yes, and the familiar Mr. Oreo, the raccoon. I also didn't introduce the orc you guys are sort of indoctrinated.
Yes, my fucking
Adopted.
butler.
You guys indoctrinated / kidnapped / enslaved / adopted the orc Spit.
My
swallow.
glorious butler.
Alright, now,
We need to get one of those like Playboy bow ties.
man, you guys are wasting his strength score. Now, when last our tale was told, our band of misfits had made their way to Remari to help solve the mystery of who is the King of Thieves, unaware to the fact that one among them actually holds claim to that title as well. After setting up an ambush, the party successfully captured the king, only to find that their suspicions of him being an imposter were correct. I'm just going to take a sip of water because... After capturing him, you realized he was going after guards and seemingly innocent shopkeepers in order to stop a conspiracy of corrupt guards teaming up with a guild by the name of the Shadow Fangs from distributing a drug called Hollow Bone. Let's see. Roland asked the imposter named Garrett to grab and retrieve both the detective you all befriended, Lucas Klumwatch, and an unknown individual to the rest of the party, Jonah Richter. While he was gone, you all learned of a seedy area of town called the Underwell. You all then split up, 3 of you keeping watch on the surface while Jonah, Roland, and Mr. Oreo searched ahead looking for traps in the Underwell. Meanwhile, James, Damon, and Aki tried to go back to the barracks to confront the guard captain, but after being told by very insistent guards that he was unavailable, you were guided to a room where you were asked to wait. Realizing that these guards were on the take, you subdued them and then attempted to burn down the building.
No, we invited everybody to a barbecue. Long pork was on the menu.
You burned it down, like 2 heroes. Also, Zoe was nearly drowned. Anyway.
What?
Zora's nearly drowned.
The audience didn't need to know that one, okay?
If they watched the last episode, they know. Regrouping with the
Sorry.
party, they made their way to the underworld where a deal was going down. You all attempted to pit the fangs against the guards by claiming that a double cross was coming. But due to a few poor dice rolls, it seemed neither party was swayed. Combat ensued, and it was touch and go for some of you. Many of you came close to falling unconscious, but in the end, you prevailed, taking the Shadow Fang member Keita into custody. You were all rewarded for your actions. James had taken a sample of the hollow bone to see if he could concoct an antitoxin or antidote of some sorts. As dawn began to creep in, the party had hesitated to themselves to decide what they want to do. Search around the town, or perhaps move to see if they can make it to the next city. Roland took this time to use some of the herbs that were given to him by Jonah, saying that it would bring him to their mutual contact. Roland mixed the herbs and was brought, as if by astral projection, to a starry sky with large double doors in front of him. As he attempted to walk on the doors, he found himself in a chamber of some kind, and he was brought face to face with the entity he made a deal with, face to face with Mask. And that's where we pick up. Roland, the looming figure of Mask looks over you. No expression can be seen. He nods. Roland, I have been watching you for some time. I should not check Discord while I'm doing God voices. I'm pulling this on stream.
We're professionals.
No, we're not. Don't even lie to him.
You guys expect me to not use King Bugs Bunny?
Roland, I see I have been mistaken in picking you. There was one greater.
My stepdog.
Anyway, please.
Yeah, seriously. I gotta say, using omniscience to see me when most people have a hard time tracking me down is kind of cheating, but I approve.
It is but another tool at my disposal. Would you not do the same?
Not very sporting, in my opinion, but
Sporting.
so, how can I help you?
We've made a deal, haven't we?
Oh, that thing. Right.
As you know, I am in a weakened state. Jonah was needed in order for you to approach me again. It is your mission to help me regain my power.
Bring the God of Thieves back into the world.
He
Sure,
nods.
why not?
Excellent. Are you familiar with your history?
I believe it's one of my proficient skills. I have a lot of those.
I've noticed you've had a long career. Are you familiar with God's Bane?
Can I roll history or?
I'll let this be either religion or history check.
Let's go with history because I am not trained in religion. I know, shock. Full disclosure, I took the skilled and prestige and prodigy feats.
Yeah, there's like maybe What'd you roll?
Natural 1.
Yeah, you don't have shit.
Can't say that I have. Masks probably have nothing of consequence.
It is
Why
a
do I bother with a
blade.
milk diaper rogue?
It is the blade I poured a portion of my essence into. The blade was sundered into 2 fragments. Reclaim this blade, and I will be a step closer to regaining my power.
Is that why the daggers came looking?
At one time you held a fragment. They came looking for it.
Of course.
You must find the fragments. Both of
So
them.
long as I get what I need as well.
You will be granted your share of the deal and then some.
I have one question for you, Mask. Well, maybe more. Are the daggers, the 4 of them, are they together?
He rears his head up, looks into the ceiling. There's a flash, and the center of it grows misty. You cannot see, but he cocks his head. Not all of them. 2 are alone. They search for it too.
Okay. Then taking them out one by one is still a viable strategy then. And of course, interrogating the shit out of them. Why did they want Godsbane?
I am not the only god of trickery to approach a mortal. I forged God's bane to battle Sirik. The daggers hold worship to him. They hope that by uniting the blade, they can free him from his prison on the throne. He sits upon a very unique prison.
All the daggers risen?
Risen. He looks up again. I don't know. I am being blocked. Not strong
That's not a
enough
good
yet.
sign.
It could mean I am being interfered with. Or it could mean I am not strong enough to peer as frequently through the veil as I once was.
Final question then I'll let you get your rest. Of course, let me know if there's anything I need to tell Jonah before I go, but do you know how the daggers found me?
I don't.
My name and the King of Thieves were never linked.
I'll be honest. You were not on my radar at that moment. You called out to me, remember?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't remember exactly. Back then, things were kind of hazy in my age. You know, being on death's door and everything. Well, I don't... actually, probably died, didn't I?
What do you think?
I remember my lungs filling up with smoke, so, yeah. That wasn't pleasant.
Find the blades and bring them to me.
I will.
You will be rewarded. Furthermore, tell Jonah what he seeks is beyond the Giant's Grasp Mountains. In the ruins of Tulak.
What was the second part?
In the ruins of Tulak.
Ruins of Tulak. Thank you.
You travel with some interesting company.
Yeah.
It's not often that Risen find their own kind, or even agree with them.
Let's just hope they don't get too sensitive when they find out my real name. King of Thieves.
Go. I must rest. But a boon
Night.
is still required.
Boon. What?
The vision fogs, and slowly you are thrusted beyond the gate once again. And you are back in the material plane. Storm, I'm going to need you to add this to your character sheet for me.
Oh. What?
0 hit points.
Splat. Your new character.
You have just awakened your first ability.
Oh, shit. Well,
You're the second party member to do that. Congrats.
What?
what?
Who's the first?
Wesley mentioned it that when you guys defeated the re-imprisoned the Glabrezu, that one of you was already awakened.
What? Oh, man.
Zoras. He's playing dumb.
Yeah, totally, guys.
It's
I'm,
Mr.
so cool.
Oreo. You guys caught me.
Yes.
That makes way too much sense.
It would.
I would actually be kind of disappointed Mr. Oreo is not the final boss.
We just go in to find like the main villain. It's his chair facing the back of his chair facing us. We're like, all right, foul fiend, we're here to slay you. He just turns around. It's Mr. Oreo in the chair with his like just rubbing his hands together in front of his mouth.
I'm actually really hoping that Mr. Oreo is actually what Aki made a pact with, and Oreo is like a massive fiend of the other realm.
Oh my god, yes.
They're on to us.
The god Sly of Couper. The eldritch horror that is the Raccoon Armada.
But now you all have a day to yourselves to determine what you would all like to accomplish.
I mean, I already sent you a message of
You
all the
did.
stuff.
So, correction, you guys have 2 days in town to figure out what you want to accomplish.
I like to imagine Roland is the last one to get up since he's kind of recovering from his first time experimenting with drugs.
Fair enough.
I gave you my list of ingredients I want to buy. Apart from that, I'd like to try and find a blacksmith.
Okay. You've already
Or
did
some sort of weapons guide to improve my crossbow.
Okay, you've already subtracted the gold for the ingredients, so I'll say make an investigation check to find a blacksmith.
Okay. Oh, I could use my dice. Yay. Who would have thought it in a dice game?
Actually, I think I'll hit up a blacksmith too. There's an item that I already shot you a message about purchasing, but I think I'll head there to, find it and meet up with Damon.
Okay. I'll say either you could tag along with him, or your own investigation check, or walk with him to give him advantage on his.
19.
I will give him the help action.
Okay. So Damon, you have advantage.
Quick question.
Yes.
Would the blacksmith also have +1 armor, since I was talking to you about that as well, or would that be a different shop altogether?
You could stop by and find out.
Okay, so I guess follow the Yelbic road.
Um,
I'll go into the blacksmith.
Do you all want to find the blacksmith together?
Yes, actually, while I'm doing that, 1 second. Let me take a look at something real quick. Y'all can keep going. I'm just pulling some information from my player's handbook.
alright. I'm not gonna go to a blacksmith.
Okay.
I was, so you know those like places with herbs that we went to before, like all those stores and shops.
Yes.
I want to head to one of those.
Okay.
And yeah.
One thing real quick.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give Zorus 400 gold and a schematic for the rudimentary design for the Kingslayer wagon.
Okay. So, all right. So,
Actually, I think I will.
Oh, is
go
this
with,
another wagon you're commissioning?
Yes. Now, granted, this one isn't going to have as many bells and whistles as my carriage because it is a wagon. But it's basically just more or less the same design.
So it's
Kind of an elongated.
You guys are essentially now designing a convoy.
Yeah, it's an elongated, wagon. But the difference between this and the Blood of Dawn is that this one has a little loft at the top. Since Zorus flies a lot, this one just kind of is more like a landing platform, I guess is the best way I could put it.
Oh.
It's like a what's the term? Lifeguard at a pool, like no chairs.
Like a little
Well-
tower thing.
Kind of. I imagined it more like
Let me have this.
I imagine it more like the little hiding. Like I'm trying to think of what they're called. I can't think of it. It's like in Assassin's Creed 2.
A bush.
There's like those little things you can dive into that are like that's not a hay bale. It's the
Yeah, I
ones
know
that are on the roofs.
I know what you're referring to. Okay, so yeah.
I requested there be enough space for a hammock.
That's on you. If you want to add a hammock, you can do that.
I will kick in money on the condition that I get a hammock.
Yeah, I mean, I reinforced the main structure of the wagon itself to support human weight distributed on either side, as well as to handle like any hanging gear that we wanted to strap to the side.
Okay.
All right, then.
So it's basically just a reinforced wagon.
Hawk, just since that's essentially just fabric, I'd say just kick in 5 gold and you're good.
Okay.
And
Also-
any
I also
supports you want for it.
I also slip in a very crudely drawn image of a wagon with a hammock on the inside and a hammock attachment on the outside. And a very happy stick figure with a big grin and a thumbs up on it.
Excellent.
So we have a Leonardo da Vinci-esque sketch, and then a crude. Okay.
You have a finely detailed blueprint giving clear instructions
My
on how you want it to
Vitruvian
build. And then you have a memo by a 5-year-old.
And it's stuck on
baby.
with gum.
Excellent.
So maybe he cousin's drawing,
Yeah.
which is probably because she's
Okay.
not even one yet.
So let's go
Probably
with
better than Damon.
let's go with the 3 of you. Actually, let's start with you, Josh.
okay.
I'm just going to say this now. I'm actually not going to go with Hawk and James. Just give those two some time to
Okay.
do stuff.
So,
So Josh, you come to this shop. I forget what it was called because it wasn't in my notes. I made it up on the fly last time. So we're just going to say, hey, this is happening now.
fair enough. Okay. So, yeah, I'll go to the shop's owner. Completely random question. Do you have like any, like nothing crazy, nothing like I'm gonna die, but like any like basic hallucinatory drugs? Wait, not drugs. That was
Young man, get out.
No, it was okay. So let me explain. I meant herbs. It's like to help with my I have really bad motion sickness. So like hallucinations kind of help me focus on different things. So I was wondering if you had anything of that sort that could help.
Make a deception check.
Oh my god. Roland, why did you not go with him?
I didn't mean to say drugs. I didn't.
You literally promised Klubarch you'd watch over this boy.
Oh, thank God! I rolled funny. All right, it's an 18.
An 18 total?
Yeah, 18 total.
Okay. So he's gonna roll insight on you.
Mistakes were made.
Owen doesn't need to be the responsible dad for this group.
I'm not asking you to. You just specifically
Guys,
stated that you would
guys.
take.
She squints her eyes. Young man, even if we don't have anything like that here, this is more medicinal.
Well, it's kind of that's fair.
I mean, I'm not sure how hallucinations can be medicinal, to be completely honest.
This was
yeah.
poor choices were made.
Full disclosure, she believes you, but she just doesn't carry that kind of stuff.
Yeah. All right. No, that's fine. Cool. That'll probably be all.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a nice day, you weirdo.
Now I'll go to a wagon person. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that you get them. They get blah, blah, blah. Just because I want to keep sort of this area lightish, we'll say that you approach the people to construct the wagon, no problem. They'll say it'll probably take about a day.
Okay, and I'll get rid of all that gold that you just given. Cool. Sounds good. All right. Then that's all.
Okay.
Aw.
Hawk is currently AFK.
I did have a question.
Yes.
So for the trunk of colding that I got, I paid a good amount to commission that. How much would it cost if I just did like a regular trunk of holding, like not one that chilled things, but just one that stored shit? Since it would carry more that, well, I guess I could just buy a bag of holding instead.
You guys have a bag of holding, but if you want your own.
Oh wait, then why? Yeah, then we can just hang that up in the Kingslayer, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah. I believe. Josh, didn't you?
Yeah, I have a bag of holding.
Yeah, you bought it because Aki went rogue with a regular potato sack last time.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll just have to ask for that. I'll probably give it to you.
Yeah.
No problem.
I won't ask for it, but we'll set it up once everything gets set.
Cool.
And I would say
don't know
if you want to have that actually commissioned, that would probably be about probably just 1,200.
I'll save my money for the other thing I mentioned.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say about this time you and Damon make it to the blacksmith. There you see a large man just going to town with a hammer. You need something?
Yes, actually, I'm looking for someone who can modify this here. I'll hold up the wrist-mounted crossbow. I was told by its creator that there may be some blacksmiths around these parts who can improve upon it.
How
Want
so?
it to be...
How does it work right now?
Well, as it is right now, do you have anything I can shoot?
He points to a bunch of mannequins.
All right, I just extend my wrist, making sure that one of the regular bolts, not the explosive ones that James helped me make. I just aim and squeeze my fist and launch it.
Okay, well, then
Launch
attack.
one of the bolts up. Roll and attack. 15 plus, what was it, Dex?
Dex.
Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, no, my eyes suck. 18.
18. All right, you check it in the chest. Seems to be working fine to me.
Well, I was looking at maybe increased ammo or...
What's a crossbow? It
Something.
only can fire one arrow at a time.
Well, I didn't know there was any way perhaps to feed more arrows to it. or more bolts rather, or something maybe tensile strength, increased damage, durability.
I might be able to improve the casing, make it so it's not as frail, but it won't do much for the damage of it. Just make sure that it might be able to take a hit or two if someone gets you in the wrist.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm worried about. I don't want it to, snap in half.
All right. I would say about 50 gold. I can probably improve its durability.
All right, works for me.
All right. And how about you, young man?
Yes, I actually have a specific item I would like to procure if you happen to have it in your possession. I am looking for a firearm.
Oh. All right. Don't get asked for those quite often.
Well, not many people have the proficiency or the means to afford them.
True. Those kinds of weapons ain't too common out here. Those are more towards the. Bringing up my map. I mean, those kinds of weapons are more common in the Center Forge.
Great. Here I was hoping to purchase one.
I mean, I could still work on having one commissioned for you if you want. It'll just take a few more days.
Excellent. I happen to have, well, not a schematic per se, but more of an instruction manual. And I'm gonna pull out like a really beat up guide to cleaning a gun, and just be like, it goes over the parts.
Not exactly.
You could probably
It's been a while.
reverse engineer it.
Alright, it'll be a few days. If you're leaving town, you can pick it up when you get back. But it's gonna be a bit of work. It's been a while since I've had to make one of these.
Do you think anyone in Das might be able to make one, or build, or already have one in their possession?
It's possible. They've got a lot of good workers over there.
Then in that case, I shall reserve my purveyors for today and focus more on that. Unless perhaps you could make ammunition.
That is much that I can do.
All right, then I would like to commission 30 bullets, please.
All right, then that'll be 300 gold. Wait, am I reading that right? No, I am not reading that right.
No,
That's
you told me it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did the math the wrong direction. That'd be 30 gold.
I thought you said it was 3 for 10.
Yeah, and you. Oh, 3. I mean my notes wrong again. I'm sorry. 9 gold. 9.
Okay, I'll gladly pay 9 gold pieces.
Fuck, I am sorry about that.
I was like really fucking worried there. I was like, okay.
How am I going to genocide the whole continent when it's this expensive to make bullets?
300 gold pieces, Jesus.
Well, I'm just going to add 250 gold pieces back to my inventory because I'd already taken it out, assuming I bought the gun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I will go ahead and rectify that because I find it much better narratively to get that shit.
Before we leave the blacksmith, I was going to also ask if you had any crossbow bolts I could buy.
Crossbow
Because I only
bolts.
have 20 right now.
Let me see.
Actually, I do have something I think you might be able to help me with.
Mm-hmm.
And I had something I wanted to get your opinion on as well.
Well, first of all, it's the crossbow bolts are about 1 gold for a sack of 20.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
And secondly, well, before I move forward, one moment, I turn to Damon and I pull out the longsword he gave me. I'm like, you're not like emotionally attached to this, are you?
Well, not particularly.
Okay, because I know you've like had it for a long time. I don't know if there was like sentiment, because
No,
I
I had-
intend to
had
have
to.
him melted down.
And Why are you melting down a perfectly good longsword?
Because I have a much better weapon in mind that would fit more my speed. See, you are a purveyor of strength. You can swing such a blade with ease and deal great amounts of damage. I am more frail. A weapon of finesse would be more my benefit.
Whatever you say, Doc.
What you got?
I hand him the schematic for the sword cane.
Oh. Oh.
And I tell him, I'm like, if you need to purchase a magic crystal for the gem there, I know that there should be a magic shop in town you can procure one from. I can pay for the gold for whatever they charge for it.
All in all, it'll probably be about. Because this is a custom order. Plus the gem. That's probably.
I mean, and I'm providing you a longsword to melt down for the metal for the blade.
True, so that's cost. That's saving you on materials, but there's still labor.
I understand that.
Is the cane shaft meant to be wooden, or do you want that metal as well?
Bit of both. I'd like it to have a metal inlay so that the sword can be sheathed cleanly and smoothly, and then the outwards to be metal for decoration, more or less.
Fun is my fucking challenge around here. Okay, then in that case, I'd say 35 gold for the work on the weapon. Probably about 20 gold for the crystal or whatever it is up there.
All right, so I'm subtracting 55, and I will
make that 15. 15.
Okay, subtracting 50.
Yeah.
1 second, I think I fucked up my math. Okay. So here's how much gold I have. Then it's 15 for the crystal, and how much for the labor? 35?
35. Yeah, so 50 total.
All right, got it. Then I pay the man, and I look forward to getting my weapon.
All right, I should have this done probably by tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Now to that other thing that I had a question about.
What's up?
I pull out. Sorry, my. Oh no! Roll
can
20.
hear you.
Come back.
I can
pull
hear you.
back.
Hawk?
Pull out Grudox's axe. Can you not hear me?
Oh, yeah, no, I can hear you.
Okay. I pull out Grudox's axe and I took this off a fella and I kind of wanted to get it appraised, see if it had any unique properties.
All right. This is a great axe or a
Alright.
battle axe?
You just told me the axe of Grudox.
Okay, yeah.
You said I would have to have someone look at it.
Okay, this is a great axe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. I can give you about 40 gold for this.
Well, honestly, I was thinking of keeping it more as a trophy. I just kind of wanted to see if you thought it had any special properties or anything like that.
No, it's nothing special about it. Just actually a pretty sharp axe.
All right. I do have some chain shirt if you wish to buy one.
Well, why not? I can always melt that down for more material. I can
Right.
give you about 30 gold for that.
All right. And a short sword and a spear if you want them.
Let's see for the short sword and spear. Just check. I'll give you 20 gold for the lot. For those two.
Wait, I thought you said it was
For the short
how much
sword,
for the?
for the short sword and the spear, he's offering 20.
Oh, okay. And how much was the chainmail?
30. So 50 total.
All right, man. You got a deal.
All right.
And how much is it going to be for me to get the crossbow reinforced?
I thought I said like 30 gold.
All right, cool. So I'm just doing that for my own math. Cool.
Okay.
All right, mate. Thank you.
Have a good one.
When should I come back for? When should I come back for the crossbow?
Oi, Mickey. Yeah? You working overtime tonight? Aw. Tomorrow afternoon. You'll be good.
Aye, sounds good. Thank you.
Alright. Storm,
Yes.
what would you have liked to accomplish in the town today?
Firstly, I would like to buy better armor, +1 studded leather if possible.
Okay, roll me an investigation check to see if you can find anywhere in town that's carrying magic armor.
Ooh, that's very good. Investigation.
Mhm.
26.
26. You do a good sweep of the town and you don't find any place that's actually selling magic armor.
Can I roll persuasion on the DM to let me buy it anyway?
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okay, that's a natural one. I'm not even freaking lying.
I mean, I was gonna have you die anyway. Shit. It's less funny now. Okay, but anyway.
I was also looking for alchemy fire and smoke sticks. Oh, and I'm going to just sort of... we don't need to necessarily RP this. Well, actually, I need to do it for certain reasons, but I'm also going to check down Jonah and Garrett.
Okay, we can say, if you want, alchemy fire and the smoke sticks are both 20 gold each, so feel free to mark that down as you wish.
Okay, let me see how much alchemist fire I have. Actually, I think I'm okay on alchemist fire, so I'll just grab 2 smoke sticks.
Okay, so that's 40 gold. And you find Jonah and Garrett both, of course, at the Crab Shack.
Jonah, I have a message from our mutual friend.
It's about time. I was looking forward to this message.
What you seek is beyond the Titan Grasp Mountains. Giant Grasp Mountains.
He starts feverishly writing this information down.
In the ruins of, I forgot
Tulak.
what it was. Tulak, thank you.
Tulak.
And if you don't mind me asking, take Garrett with you.
What? What?
I gave you my token. You know a lot of stuff now, and I need you as my eyes and ears out on the world.
Well, what am I looking for?
A broken sword. Goes by the name Godsbane.
Alright. If we find it, I'll make sure that you know.
Hello?
Yeah, I said I'll make sure that you know.
Thank you. And if you see any activity on the Daggers of Night, you know who to call me.
After last night, I'm going to be steering clear of thieves' guilds if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, don't engage them at all. Just, if you see them doing anything, hit me up. Especially, I don't need you to get involved with anyone except a Dragonborn. If you see a female Dragonborn, try to steer her towards me.
Okay.
Long story there. Don't want to get into it, but she pissed me off.
So I'm guessing me going back to my career as a carpenter is just not a good idea.
Oh, you have no say in this matter. You stole my name.
Oh, that's a... Yeah, I can't...
Under normal circumstances, use my name to kill. I'm not about that. Whenever I stole shit, I knew the fallout that would happen. I don't like death coming about from the King of Thieves, so this is your way of making it up to me.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Fantastic. And maybe one day you can become the next Jed Pirate Roberts.
What?
I'm fucking with you.
Okay.
I just sort of pat Garrett on the back of the head like, you'll be fine. Jonah's going to teach you to be one hell of a rogue. Good luck, man. You got a lot of work with this kid. Though he has a fair foundation with the second story walk.
This is gonna be interesting.
And Garrett leaves to go make some more alchemy arrows.
Okay. Question: What's the rest of the party doing at this moment?
Quick question: what kind of check would that be? Just proficiency plus
Dex plus
Dex?
Dex plus proficiency.
Okay.
Don't roll
as
yet.
from
What? Don't roll yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that roll back then.
Are we using Hawk?
you asked what the rest of us are doing though.
Yeah.
One, Damon's gonna be looking for a bottle of hooch to head back to his room, and he's probably gonna spend most of the afternoon making his bombs in his room.
Okay. Josh?
I'm gonna find James.
James, what are you doing?
James would be at the carriage. He's gonna start working on the bodies that he's got that he took out of the trunk while it's getting its work done. The mage corpses and the body of Grudox, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna be working on analyzing those.
Okay.
I give a knock to the back of the carriage.
Intruder.
Yes, thank you, Spit. Your common is getting better.
Hey.
Are you busy?
A bit, but I can always spare time.
Alright, and I'll step inside.
You step inside and see an orc with a spear ready. He recognizes you and is like, oh.
Hi, Spit.
Hmm.
Cool. Yeah. So, just a quick thing. Are you like proficient in like herbs stuff? Like, are you good with like making stuff with herbs and things of that sort?
Well, I am an herbalist, apothecary, and alchemist, so yes.
Okay, so, I'm kind of looking for nothing like the stuff that we just found, but I'm looking for like hallucinatory stuff, like very basic, very basic. Yeah, I don't know the materials or whatever. I can buy them if I need to, but I just need something of the sort.
I put my tools down, and I turn to face him. Why on earth would you need something like that?
It's okay. So it's nothing like serious. I promise. I'd rather you find out later, not in like a weird way. That sounded really bad.
Are you
Yeah.
planning on poisoning me?
No, I'm not gonna poison you. No, okay. It's not gonna be. So it's as I said, I want them to be very basic. I don't want them to be like crazy and like ruin someone's life or whatever. I haven't had a lot of fun recently. We've been going around. We've been killing a lot of people. I kind of wanted to prank Damon.
James leans against the operating table. Go on.
New pair of boots. Say what?
So you know how he's getting that hammock thing in like the cart? Well, he's
Yes.
sleeping. So I'm sure you've done this before because you seem like a fun person. I'm sure you've put like someone's hand like in like no, okay, that's a different thing. You've like put like a feather to someone's nose and made them try to itch it. I was thinking like we could put like some like powdered like hallucinatory whatever in his hand, and then he'd smack his face with the powder, and it because he'd get high. I thought it'd be funny.
James takes all this in for a moment. And thinks about this and the ramifications of this.
So
Sure,
okay.
we can do that.
What do you need? Like any materials? I'll get them right now.
I've got most of the materials I need, but there will be a batch of herbs I will require. I'm just going to hand him a list of stuff that he could procure at any regular herbalist's place. And just be like, go fetch me that, and I will get to work.
I got you. I'll do that right now. And I'll fly off.
Just for the sake of it, Zoris, roll me an investigation check.
Am I rolling? Okay. That's an 18 plus 1.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, 19.
I legit only wanted you to vote in case you roll so low you go back to the same place you were just at.
I thought you were asking in case he fell into the ocean again.
No, I thought he'd be like, son, you were just in here.
Yeah, well, now I'm ready.
But yeah.
Damn, bitch, I got a prescription.
I'm changing doctors.
But yeah, you this time you secure the products, no problem.
Cool. Head back to James.
As that's happening, Damon, Walker, just go ahead and make me a medicine check just to see what you create.
Oh, that's not good for you. How's a natural 20 do you?
Well, we can only find out how well you performed one way. Though, with that natural 20, you're quite excited to see the fruits of your labor.
Oh, I have a plan for this.
Damon, as you
assholes.
and Roland are heading to your rooms, there's actually a figure waiting by the door.
Oh, before we get this, for the booze my character got, I wanted to get really good, expensive shit for once.
Okay, then that's probably going to cost like 15 gold if it's the good shit.
Okay. All right, so go ahead.
Man, you're going to be drunk and high at the same time. This is not going to be a good
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, well, this is going to be bad for everyone involved.
Oh, thank God I got advantage on stealth so I can avoid this nightmare.
But standing at the doors is the familiar square jaw mastermind that is. No, let me bring him out here. Where is he?
Could it be? Could it be?
Santa Claus?
Lucas Clumart!
Yay!
Jesus Christ.
Yes, and I
Actually, should I go ahead and roll medicine for the cadavers?
Yes. Please roll me. It's only one for the mages, one for the orc.
So that's a ghetto 20. And that is a 19.
Okay. I'll be with that in a second.
Right, yeah.
Clumart is waiting at the top of the stairs for you. Been waiting for you guys to come back. I have a few questions. I have a few questions for your group, if that's quite all right.
That's good. I got a few questions for you too.
Well, that's great.
I'm always happy to help the law whenever I can.
Cool. How do you know thieves can't?
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on one sec. Hold on now. Hold on for a second. You can't what?
It's a language used by a thieves guild.
Wait,
And
thieves can't speak a language used by a thieves guild?
it's the thieves can't is what it's. Don't fuck with me, kid.
Thieves can't. No,
Okay.
Hold on, I'm confused.
It's okay, Damon. It's okay. I got this. You see, Clumart, I'm an undercover cop. I've been slowly infiltrating the Thieves Guild for years.
Rocking that 10 intelligence.
I've been trying to uncover if the table is real or not. I'm close to cracking something.
Make a deception check.
I'm going to age him.
Throw in a justice there just for good measure.
Can I do the
Justice.
assist action on that, by the way?
The what?
The
Can
aid
I do
action.
assist on the deception?
Depends on what you say for the action for it to
I
walk.
was like, Actually, officer, he's telling the truth. That's what he told us when he recruited me, at least. See, I'm actually
It's
I'm
cool.
actually hired mustard on this.
I'm just imagining Damon just be like, "It's cool. We're cops."
No. You see, he's a cop. I'm just a guy who gets paid to kill people.
I so badly want to try minor illusioning a badge, but at the same time, an investigation check will see through it, and he's an inspector.
I forgot you had magic.
Yeah. So do I roll with advantage?
I'll allow it.
Okay, because the first roll's a ghetto 20.
Ooh.
First roll is the better one.
So we get 20.
Yeah. 19. It's a 11 plus 9.
Okay.
Oh yeah, thief, right?
Oh, you must have been by the Centerforge unit.
Yes.
There is no Centerforge unit, you idiot.
Damn.
I don't know. I'm just getting paid. I don't care. I'm getting paid either way.
You want to explain some of this to me?
You ruined it in 3 seconds. You already fucked up a ghetto 20.
He rolled a natural 18.
Do I need to fucking bail you out?
Okay, so the truth of the matter is, I'm a reformed criminal. I'm just a little jumpy around the law, you see. I used to be with some of the guilds, but I decided to leave that life, and I've been trying to use my skill set for more honest work. Adventuring is the best place where someone like me could make use of their old skill set.
Make another deception check, but now with disadvantage because he's not being receptive at the moment.
Fair. Okay. I rolled a 17 and a 15, so that's 24.
Okay, he rolled a 16 total.
Yes.
He just puts a hand on your shoulder. Well, I'm glad you saw the light of justice.
I have, so I have.
You both just look longingly into the sunset. No.
I'm distracted by his chin.
Just wanted to make sure there were no loose connections here.
No, sir. If you would like, I can happily make you a translator for Thieves' Cant if it would serve your purpose.
That would actually be greatly appreciated.
Fantastic. I'll work on that right now.
Far away from here.
Yes. He slowly tries to scoot around Clue March. Unless you have any other questions, sir.
Nope, that's the big one. Roll me perception.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. God damn! I should have used that die. Perception. Oh wait, that's actually okay. 16.
16. As he leaves, you notice that, like, in the back of his pockets, like, just barely peeking out, you see the token. You don't suspect that he knows, but you just notice that he's carrying it with him.
Oh my god. Guys, Clumos is the king of thieves. Get him.
All right, boss, you're doing the paycheck. I'll nerd the fuck out of him.
You found my plot twist. Clumarch's mask.
Oh my god.
Dun dun dun.
Clumarch was a phantom renegade all along.
Oh my god.
We never saw it coming.
No, I'm not doing
James,
it.
Yeah.
you don't find anything too interesting about the Mage's Corps. They just seem like normal people. But on the orcs, you do find that the adrenal gland is particularly enlarged. This, in the spur of combat, you managed to deduce that they would be able to move twice as far as a regular creature their size would in a single instance.
Cool. I'm going to take that out and preserve that as best I can.
Okay.
Until I get my my magic item.
Go ahead and make me another medicine check to harvest the adrenal gland.
Please don't fuck me on this. Oh, thank Christ alive, 24.
24.
Yeah.
Very neatly and placed in a jar is a very much intact adrenal gland of an orc chieftain.
Baller. Is there anything else about him that's special, or?
That seems to be the thing that jumped out at you the most. Nothing else seems to be worth noting.
All right, I'm gonna turn to Spit and ask him if orcs have. I'm gonna burn a spell slot to cast tongues to ask Spit if orcs have like funeral procedures.
Like traditions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they die by me.
Each individual tribe have their own traditions. Our tradition is that if he dies, we just sort of leave him.
Oh.
Hey,
Cool. I just toss him out in the street.
Just as Orphan Timmy walks by. Oh no!
Klumwash is leaving the building. It's like, this is such a scoop of justice. Oh my god, a murder's happened.
No, don't worry. He's
I
quite
should recruit
post-mortem.
that reformed criminal boy. He'll know what to do.
he's quite post-mortem. Very dead.
Klumwash is long gone at this point. I'm just fucking...
Yeah, no, I know. And then I guess with the mage corpses, I didn't like them, nor did I care for them. They go in the river.
Okay.
They go in the bay. No graves.
Oh yeah, Red. What do I roll for my? Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll now for my alchemy arrows.
Okay.
Okay, I'm only going to add like 2 more for my. And quick question: one alchemy fire flask creates how many arrows? Just because it's been a while for
It
me.
depends on the roll.
Okay. And you said Dex plus proficiency.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, are you making the same alchemy arrows like I have?
Yeah, alchemy fire arrows, just because can never have enough of those, right?
Yeah.
So here's my question for you, Ed.
You were a natural 20, didn't you?
How much damage do I take?
Oh.
Oh my
Well,
god.
here's the first question.
I rolled a 10 total.
But it wasn't a natural 1.
I rolled a 3 plus 7.
Okay.
You should have asked Damon to help you. He has a lot of experience with this.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Also,
You,
he's a
you
little
don't
drunk.
take damage, but you do waste 2 vials of... no, only 1 vial of alchemy. If you want to attempt it again, you can.
Ow. Here we go. 16.
Okay,
9.
you managed to make 19 total? Wait, what was that?
I rolled a 9.
Oh, okay.
I rolled 9 on the die, so that's 16.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to create 3 more arrows of alchemy fire.
Cool, thanks. Ow, burns. I'll talk to Damon about those, James about those in the morning. Ow.
Where do you think I got these scars?
If there's nothing else you guys wish to accomplish in Remari, we could fast forward through this if you wish.
Well,
I think there's one final thing that we.
yeah.
Should I roll for my bombs, by the way?
Oh yes, go ahead and roll. That's going to be for you. I would say. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab.
That's what I'll quickly say. While I mentioned Jordan woke up this morning, and when he found out that we were staying in town a little bit longer, he just had this panicked look in his eye because he left that King of Thieves note to Plumewatch, expecting us to be out of town by now.
Oh, can you check your Discord for a second?
Oh, yeah. Duh.
It's like, well, my taunting letter may have gone to be fucked.
I'll say that this dexterity plus proficiency as well.
Dex plus. Get out 19.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll say you managed to create 3 bombs.
Cool.
Okay.
And so now can we do the thing?
Sorry,
what is
sorry,
your
Red wants me to send him the flavor text of what the bombs look like.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Just so I know mechanically how they function.
Yeah.
Like if it's glass, if it's
Yeah,
impact.
it's kind of one of those things we didn't really go over that much when we created them.
Yeah.
So okay, basically they look like looks like balls of metal bound together by twine, and they explode on impact.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of like
Basically, it basically is a very primitive grenade.
Okay. Badass.
So there's a little bit of shrapnel and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. So,
Get a alchemist rig.
what is your strategy here to drug your buddy?
Hold on, I'm getting a beer. I haven't drank in like 3 weeks. I'm getting a fucking beer for this.
Have fun.
Okay. So I give Zorus a fine white powder in a satchel because this is all him. I've helped him, and that is as far as I'm gonna go.
Okay. So, how much? Like, how big is the satchel?
I mean, it's small. Like
yeah,
it's enough for one handful of powder.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. Will I walk up to his room at like 1 a.m.? I'm gonna like open it up and just look at the powder. Like, would I know how much it would take specifically to make him like?
I've given you the appropriate
Okay.
dosage
Okay. Cool.
for his height and weight.
I'm going to say roll me a stealth check to make sure you can enter the room silently.
12.
12. Hawk, are you here?
Hawk's getting a beer.
Okay.
Quick question. Just point of order. Is Damon the guy I'm bunking with, or am I still bunking with Zorist at the hotel? Because if I remember when we first divided up bunks, I would stay with Zorist. I just want to make sure I know where Roland is when this is all going down.
That's a good question.
Because if Roland is in the room where is bunking with Damon, if he notices this, he is just going to sit back and watch because he's very curious what's about to happen.
Roll me perception with disadvantage because you're currently sleeping.
Hold on, let me just check one quick thing. Perception?
Yes, perception with disadvantage.
My passive perception's an 18.
Still, because you're sleeping, I have to give you the. I have to ask you
Okay,
to roll.
just wanted to mention that in case it was prevalent.
Okay.
Okay, those are
I'm back.
disadvantage 21, but 22.
Okay.
On what?
Passive perception.
To see Zora sneaking into your room in the middle of the night.
I looked at Roland and I just put a finger to my lips. Just move it like violently.
Well, Roland like starts to say something. And he just crosses his arms, leans back and goes like, "Let's see where this goes."
All right. So.
Oops. Sorry, drop that.
Well, one second.
Yeah.
Hold on, Red. I sent something to Storm as well.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Did you send him what you sent me?
Oh yeah.
I hate all of y'all. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how fucking Damon incurred this.
I'm surprised any of this is happening, to be honest.
Okay,
Like,
so.
I can see it happened to Roland.
Hold on. Just as a question. Can I get Roland's help with this, Mr. DM?
Yes. As a matter of fact, let me message Storm.
I see the thing Walker sent.
I know, but I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
Hawk, I'm sorry. I'm just rolling with what they're giving me.
20 a lot. 23.
Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, so
Y'all assholes.
I'm gonna need you to roll perception with disadvantage because you're trying to know Zora sneak into the room, but you're asleep.
Should I roll con for my alcohol also while I'm at it?
Sure, why not?
Sure, go ahead. Let's see how drunk you get.
Hawk, thank you for being a good sport about this.
Yep.
I'm sure
First-
Avok can...
Hold on, guys.
My-
Go ahead.
My con. Or what?
No, Hawk, go ahead.
My con check is an 8.
You are plastered.
My perception is a disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage because you are drunk and asleep.
It's a 9.
Yes.
I rolled a 3
Man,
So-
you're just dreaming about
and a
them.
19.
You're just dreaming about them big teeth. Suck your bye.
I'm just gonna slowly take a handful of the well, how is he sleeping first? I need to.
Probably he would be sleeping kind of on his side so he doesn't throw up in the middle of the night and die.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No,
all right.
I'm sleeping on my back with my sword in one hand.
Cool.
It looks like one of those like when they bury a knight, they just had their swords held across their chest.
Awesome.
That's how Damon sleeps.
So
Fully
I'm gonna-
clothed, boots on, with his sword.
So I'm gonna. Is the other hand just spiraled out?
No, both hands are on the sword.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm gonna try to first of all slowly remove one of the hands from the sword.
Okay.
It would be his left
Okay.
Roll me
on
an
top.
Hawk, roll me another perception with disadvantage, and Zoras, I want you to roll. Let's see this.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this is sleight of hand.
Oh no! Okay, that's a 9.
The 9.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean that he wakes up?
I think you beat.
It's hard
I
to
don't know how
say
this
here.
works.
It's DM's ruling at this point.
Jesus.
Hold on, let me check something here. I want to check
Are you coming back up?
That's going to do.
perception modifiers. This.
Like, I legit kind of want to know.
I'm gonna say Zoras beats here.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
want to know why.
Same.
So I'll pull a hand out gently, just very gently, and put it spiraled outward.
Look at the bright side, Hawk. When we can weaponize this. We can slap a boss in the face and have them be high as fuck when we fight them.
Okay.
We're making a bomb out of this.
I'm gonna slowly attempt to put a handful of the powder onto his...
It's already perfectly dosed. You just have to undo it and dump it in his hand.
Okay, so I dump it very carefully into his hand then.
Okay.
I'm murdering all of you.
Alright.
I'm just running the game.
I'm not talking about you. You're the DM.
Awesome.
You don't have a say in this. You don't control what happens. It's not like you're the force that's supposed to moderate things.
I mean, I'm just going down the rabbit hole, man. All right, so
I'm gonna look to Roland. Do you have a feather?
Of course I have a feather. I shot one off of my arrows.
I take the feather
I'm a kleptomaniac. What do you expect?
and I very, very gently just do just at the tip of his nose, just to make it itch.
make a dexterity saving throw, Hawk.
Worse.
You know what? Actually, make an attack roll.
Okay. It's even better. Attack roll. That is a 25.
Okay. Now I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 through 3, Hawk, you're going to get hit in the face. On a 4 through 6, Zoras, you're going to get hit.
Okay.
Hold on a sec.
This works out for me either way.
Just trying to provide some fairness. I rolled a 2. Hawk, you're getting hit in the face.
Yes.
So,
I'm sorry, man.
Hawk, you immediately awaken, like feeling this feather on your face, and you just start sneezing. And you look over to Zoris and like, what the hell is Zoris doing here? And you start sneezing again and again and again and again. You can't stop sneezing.
Take a few steps
Zoris, you begin to get the feeling that James didn't give you a hallucinogen.
What? Oh, you bitch! You bitch! No!
I look at Doris sneezing in anger.
I jump out the window. I jump out the window.
Before he does, I pull out one of my bombs from under my pillow and toss it at him.
I'm going to need you to make initiative checks right here.
Red, quick point of order.
Yeah.
I mentioned in chat how Roland was
I
in
saw
the
that.
window.
I saw that.
So right now I'm just scuba diving out of here.
My initiative is 18 plus whatever my modifier is.
Zoris.
Okay.
Do I also need
18
to roll initiative
plus-
on my
I'm at
end?
21.
17 plus 4. 21. You bitch! No!
Oh, hold on.
What's your dexterity?
3.
4!
Roland. Roll initiative to get the hell out of here.
Oh no.
Well, this works out perfectly for James.
13!
Okay, so Zoris, you begin to spend your turn opening the closed window.
No, I jump out it. I'm just gonna
Oh.
just jump through the closed window.
Break through it.
Break through it.
Roland is in front of the window.
That's okay.
In that case, make a strength check to try and push him.
Oh no.
3.
You're panicking.
I'm gonna say you are at half movements, and Roland's not moving.
Okay. So
That case get horns to sternum.
that's still 20 feet of movement.
If you want, you can attempt the door.
Sure, I'll run off the door. I'm still gonna fly, I don't care.
Damon, go ahead and take an attack of opportunity.
Oh shit.
I call, boy, get your scaly ass back here!
I'm not scaly!
I am going to hit him with the blunt side of my sword, the flat side,
Roll
on fire.
Roll-
He's a tiefling, so it's okay.
Yeah, he's a tiefling. I'm just making sure he feels the fire.
I just want it for flavor text of this. While this is all happening, James sitting in his room, sitting out in the carriage, sipping tea, and it's just like, I wonder how this is going.
Does a ghetto 20 hit?
That will hit.
Yeah.
It's bludgeoning and fire.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
just
be
hitting with the
bludgeoning
flat side of the
instead
sword.
of slashing because it's blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do lethal. I'm just trying to like slap him in the back of the head or the back of the knees.
Oh Jesus.
Burn those little robes off. What's my damage die? Sorry, I'm derpy as fuck.
D8. D8. I'll say.
I'm definitely not wood on this versatile. I'm just slashing out. That's 10 plus. I rolled fire damage.
Oh. Okay.
10 plus 9, so he'll only take what, 4 or 5? Do you do high or low?
I reduce it, so it'll be. Usually when it's a player, I err on the side of higher, but because he's already. Yeah, I'm gonna say higher on this, just because he's resisting most of the fire anyway.
You take 15 then.
All right.
15, 10 bludgeoning and 5 fire.
I'm still flying out of the room. All right. I'm flying even though there's like no space for me to fly.
Okay, and you move 25 feet out of the room.
Doris! I'm making
Yeah.
boots from your wings!
If there's no space to fly, does that mean he takes half movement on top of that?
I mean, he only gets 25 feet out. Speaking of which, Damon. I mean, Zoris, is there anything else you want to do?
I mean, what do I have? I have an action, and a bonus action. So right.
Your action was to attempt to bust through the window by rolling out of the way.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, no, I can't say anything.
You can't. Don't say a thing.
All bonus action. I think I can freedom of movement, right? Is that a thing I can do?
Step of the wind you're thinking of.
Step of the wind. I'm sorry. I'm panicking.
Yes, you can. You can spend a bonus action, spend a key point, and move 30
Yeah.
feet again.
Doing that.
Okay. Okay, Damon, you're up.
I chase after him with my whip.
Okay.
I'm going to attack him with it and try to snare his leg.
It's.
Hey DM, how lot of a commotion would you say they're making at this?
Oh, you're fully aware.
Okay, I leave the carriage and I start going inside.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
did shout. I'm not scaly.
Before I leave the room and chase after him, I look over at Roland. If you go out that window, a bomb will follow you.
Roland's going to be laughing hysterically.
Just so you're aware, he moved 25 feet and then an additional 30. You can only move 30 feet and then attack, or you can move 60 and then attack. Or I mean, you can attack after you move 60. He's got crazy movement. You're gonna have a hard time keeping up with him.
You're right. I should just use the crossbow.
Okay.
It's in the shop.
Damn it! Daggers!
Also, no. Red. So, is there a window in the hallway that we're currently in?
Not. Make an a perception check.
Oh wait, question. How far can I throw my
2.
net?
You don't see
10 feet?
anything. I think 10 feet. Yeah. So.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna run as far as I can and toss my net to try and catch the flying bastard.
Okay.
You bitch.
Roll an attack roll.
Alright. Range attack or
Range attack.
strength? Okay.
Do I see all this now? Like they're out in the hallway.
You're not on the initiative
21.
track. 21.
Okay.
I'm going to say, for the purpose of this, because this is technically a grapple check,
Well, I mean the net's an attack.
Yeah,
it
that's right.
just
So
it lands and it immediately.
I'm going to say until you escape the net, your movement is 0.
Cool. Awesome. That's cool.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to him. My hand, I'm assuming, still has some of that shit on it. I'm just gonna smear it in his face.
Okay. I'll say about this time, James, you walk up and you see both of them
Wouldn't it be
sneezing crazy.
Roland's turn next, though?
It is. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Aki's room and just open the door and say, we gotta go.
Oh, what? Mr. Oreo? What?
And as I... So, time to leave before we get kicked out. And as I do, I would like to quickly cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on Zorus.
You bitch!
So, one of the best part about that is a wisdom save, my dude.
No!
No!
Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. Wait.
Alright. By the way, while I am in his face, I'm gonna lean towards his ear and whisper in Infernal. Try that again, bitch.
You guys hate Zorus. That's a 7.
Oh my god, what is happening?
I thought it was funny. No camaraderie.
So James, you walk up and you see this image of Damon sneezing crazily and Source almost in like an active bipolar disorder, sneezing, laughing, and you see this down the hall just Roland giggling to himself like a madman.
I walk up to both of them. I'm like, all right, let's get this fixed. And I walk into Roland and Damon's room and I grab their them to them and be like, just clean the powder off your fucking faces.
Nope, I'm leaving him in the net with the powder on him. He's gonna deal with it all night.
All right, then I'll clean the powder off his face. He's still laughing hysterically like a madman.
Nope, this is funnier.
Damon, just... All right, fine. Do whatever you want.
Cool. I'm gonna take the net by its base and I'm going to find a hook or something and tie it and hang it upside.
Do you take the towel too to wipe the stuff off your face?
Yeah, I wipe it off my face.
Okay.
And I put the towel just outside of the reach of his tail.
Okay.
I mean, I've got the other towel in my hand.
Okay. So
I reckon he got some of this from you, eh, Doc?
I thought it was just but a fun, harmless prank, and quite frankly, I think that we needed a little laugh after the gravity of the situation that we had previously.
Hey, he's lucky I didn't kill him. I don't really take kindly to being surprised I'm asleep.
Hawk, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Did I get drugged also?
Would you roll?
Oh, hold on. Wisdom save, 11.
11. You look down at the towel and notice that there was an ointment on it.
Oh no.
Roland has his hands up like, I didn't know anything about that.
So Zoris, there was a hallucinogen made, but it wasn't handed to you.
Okay.
Enjoy the trip.
Red,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I rolled a 30 on
That's not
stealth.
yet.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
before I start tripping, I just look at James. Well, it was nice knowing you, Doc. No, it wasn't.
James is just smiling. He's enjoying every second of this.
Am I still hung upside down,
You
sneezing
are.
and laughing hysterically? Cool, great, awesome.
As you're sneezing and laughing hysterically, I look at Damon and I go, "Oh no, I'm still gonna let you have your fun." And I take the towel I have in my face. Make a wisdom save, my boy.
Why is it wisdom?
Because
Natural 20.
man,
Oh, fucking course.
Thank God.
Damn.
You're laughing too hard to be effective.
Oh my God.
Well, then, yeah, he's got the sneezing powder off, and he's not affected by the hallucinogen, so there goes James's night.
Am I still laughing?
What's my trip,
How do I
Red?
For the majority of it, you're stunned, just standing in the hallway like a statue.
He's like the Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Right now, you're seeing visions of like tunnels and lights. Roland comes up to you, is like, I didn't have anything. And suddenly he's an old man with like a baby face. And then his teeth fall out, and you're like, Roland, you have to pick those up. James comes by, and you gotta warn James. James is on fire. Why can't you warn James? And you look over at Zoris. Zoris seems normal. Zoris looks exactly the same as you've always noticed him. He looks exactly like the water genasi you've always recognized him to be. There was nothing wrong with Zoris. Looking at Zoris actually calms you down right now. Then you see Dr. and Mr. Oreo come up to you and it's like, Mr. Oreo, things are getting weird. And Mr. Oreo's like, yeah, I know, huh? This shit's getting creepy. Damon, you know what we gotta do, right?
Murder everyone.
Fucking right.
I draw my sword.
And that's when you pass out.
Damn it! No! Why the fire?
I will say, Roland. No, Roland's gone.
Yeah, I rolled a 30 on stealth. I'm out of there.
James, make a dexterity save.
Okay. Uh, 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay, you barely avoid having Damon fall on you.
But I am cussing the entire time in Infernal, just like at all of you.
Well, for what little you're conscious for.
Like, you just hear Infernal babble.
Okay, so I'll say the rest of your time in the city goes by uneventful. You managed to pick up the equipment you commissioned.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not a monster. I'd put like a blanket on him and then give him a pillow.
I break his window anyway. I just punch it. I walk away. The moment the spell ends, I'm walking off.
You're still in the net.
Yeah, you're still in the net. You'd have to.
How do I get
I
out?
hope no one cuts him down.
I'm not cutting him down.
How do I get out of the net?
Roll an acrobatics check. athletics.
Acrobatics.
By the way,
Yeah.
as you're doing this, I'd like to go find Roland and Mage Hand high five my boy.
Roll perception.
Okay, it's probably not going to find him.
That's a 19.
That's a natural 1.
Ooh.
You managed to escape from the net. Roland's dead. You can't find him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I jump out the window anyway. I just jump through it. Yeah. That's the last you guys
Yeah.
see of me until we leave.
Is there anything else you guys want to accomplish before you leave? Is there anything else you want to work on?
Revenge!
I've had my fun.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I am gonna get so many messages from Hawk about plans now.
I have a way to save Roland's ass. I have a way to make recompense for his role, even though he technically didn't do anything.
Inaction is action.
I mean, but is it though?
Yes!
So I assume you guys are going to be heading out soon?
James isn't worried.
I mean, fucking Damon just went through the desert with a horse with no name. He's just fucking gone.
Dude, you're
So we need to
seeing
name our
demons and all that good stuff.
I keep my eyes on. So I'm definitely gonna just disappear until we leave,
Okay.
or at least just be flying around the city. But when I see the carriage, like everyone getting ready, then I'll drop down.
Oh, the last thing I want to do in town is I want to try and get a few health potions.
Okay. Just to
Because,
move
you
things,
know-
just move things along. I'll say that will cost for a greater it'll cost 150 for regular 50.
How many greater can I get?
You could get probably 3 greater.
All right, I'm buying
So
3 greater then.
that'd be 450.
Yep, I'll take it.
Okay.
Add that to the 2 I got.
Okay. So if there's nothing else you want to accomplish in Remari, Damon, you
Just get my
get your
shit.
crossbow back. James, your sword cane is miraculous. We know it's not ready yet. You're going to have to pick up on the way. No, wait, that's something else. Never mind. Yes, the sword cane's ready.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
And the trunk of colding?
Trunk of coating is complete.
Cool.
And when you get to the store, it has actually already been installed onto the Blood Dawn.
Nice.
So, question. Who is helming the ride to Das? Or rather, to
Well,
Basking Ridge and then Das?
I have a very important
Well-
question first. Did my hammock
Okay.
make it in?
There was a very miraculous hammock draped across.
All right, cool. I'm not driving because I've driven all the way to the city.
I don't know how to drive.
Let me
All
check.
right, cool. I put Spit in charge of driving the Kingslayer so that Damon can rest, and James will drive his own carriage because he's already done the research he needs to.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to ask you and Spit to roll survival checks.
I'll drive for you a little bit later, Doc. I just want to get some sleep while I know I'm not going to be harassed by certain scaly demons.
I'm not scaly.
You got a tail, don't you?
I'm back. What I miss?
I slapped him.
James and Spit are rolling survival checks to see if if anything happens while you guys are on your way to Basking Ridge and Das.
I don't know what Spit's stats are.
I do. I rolled for him. What'd you roll?
Mine's an 18.
So is Spit's actually.
So we do pretty all right.
Yeah. So
Before we
Yep.
before we leave, I'm just going to curse at Zorus and Infernal. Your mother fucked an Asimar.
I never knew my mother. Joke's on you.
I knew your mother, you little bastard.
God, tell me where she is. And I'm gonna just fly forward, just in front of everybody.
I didn't tell my son in my other game where his mother was. I'm not telling you.
Roland sort of nudges Damon like, "Hey man, no hard feelings, right? Just a homeless joke."
I replied to him, your entrails will make great window dressing in Infernal.
I don't know Infernal, but I can tell you one thing.
I'm smiling the whole time.
I think I know a way to help you with your crossbow. If that'll help make amends. I
What would it be?
have a friend in Das, real skilled artificer. if you let me take that to her, she can. Have you ever heard of a blinkback belt?
I've heard of a blinkback dagger. Or
Yeah.
returning dagger. Depends on what
Yeah.
language you speak.
It varies depending on the enchanter, but if you let me take that to her, she can probably put the blink back enchantment or the return enchantment on the bolts. So after the things impact, they return to the crossbow to a reload position to be fired again. What do you think?
Hey, I think that sounds pretty good. I think that could work out very well.
Wolendek holds out his hand. So if I do that for you, we square.
Hey, we're square. Shake his
Cool.
hand.
One name off the list.
Yeah.
Every night when Damon goes to sleep, he just quietly sighs. Zorus, Roland, James, Bit, the Hound, Cersei.
Why don't you say Aki's name?
I don't want to fight Mr. Oreo.
Aki wants to be included.
I collect 10 handfuls of sand on our journey.
You gonna pocket sand me?
I collect 10 handfuls of sand.
There is no sand. This is a dirt trail.
I
collect
collect
10.
Fuck
I collect
you.
10 handfuls of alchemy fire bombs.
I have 14 already.
Gentlemen, please. You're both pretty.
I don't know why there's a feud between All Fighter and Monk.
I don't know where this came from.
I don't know
What's
either.
supposed to be a feud? You know
Well,
what?
well, as the Hatfield said to the McCoys, we got one now, boy.
Talk about my mother and
So,
brother.
you managed to get to Basking Ridge, and with those survival checks, you all have the option to just blow on through, or you could decide to stop at Basking Ridge. It's your call.
Fuck Basking Ridge. James
Yeah.
is going to Das.
Let's go.
Okay.
I too wish to see the Das Tales.
Then you managed to arrive in Das. Let me bring you guys over to that map.
Thank God.
Welcome to the Das Market.
Neat.
It is.
I like
how
the-
many people
I like the ornamental lanterns.
Thank you.
How many people run into the second spit gets off the carriage?
Where's
They
that?
actually seem okay with him.
Shh, shh, shh. It's okay.
Mhm.
Guns.
No, actually, you notice that the guards don't seem to be paying Spit any particular mind.
Baller.
The second we get into town, Orland's gonna be very gay. Like, okay, yo, do you mind if I peace out for a little bit? There's someone I need to try to track down. I know I did this in the last time too, but trust me, there's nice boon coming to the group's way.
Yeah, sure, I'll do whatever. Don't care. Got to get my own business taken care of.
Okay.
I literally have no reason to be here, so.
Oh yeah, we
Whatever.
gotta look for that mage.
Oh, right.
Like the entire reason we came here, we didn't come here just to shop.
Yeah, again, I don't really have much reason here. I'm just along for the ride.
I can talk to the mage with somebody if you guys want. Well, everyone shop.
I'll go with them to make sure that, the mage doesn't die sneezing.
I hate you.
Aki should go with you to make sure you both don't kill each other or sneeze.
That's a good idea, Aki.
Yes.
Spit and I will attend to our business.
Very good.
And I'll try to get some gear upgrades for the group. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'd like you all to make investigation checks to see what you can find.
Nat 20.
5.
Ooh, nice.
God
I
damn.
don't know what I'm here for, but apparently I'll find it.
Before I go, I asked Damon for his crossbow.
Okay.
I hesitantly give it to him.
17, by the way.
17. Okay. James?
This
16.
isn't gonna come. Alright, this isn't gonna come back with itching powder, is it?
I give you my word, it won't.
I roll insight.
Okay. Should I roll
joking.
deception or persuasion?
Roll either persuasion or deception. Don't say which.
Okay.
Just a bee.
Wait, why did I roll a second time? I mean, I'll just give it the
Roll
first
again.
roll. Yeah, okay.
It's a 19.
Okay, that is a 12.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Neat.
Okay, so James, we'll start with you and Spitz. With your role, you find a unique-looking shop. Large, like mahogany door. Has this nice engraving of an eye on it, and the shop is called Don't Freak Out.
I love this shop. And I go inside.
Okay, you go inside and you don't see anyone immediately. You do hear a voice. Hello, hello, customer. Very lovely to have you in my shop today. Just before we do business, there is a rule of trade here, and it's don't freak out.
I get the feeling it's.
It's
I was about. Don't freak out.
Okay, yes, and descending from the ceiling, it becomes abundantly clear why the guards weren't freaked out by spits when there's a beholder operating a shop. Hi,
James is grinning ear to ear.
my name is Carl.
My name is James Silas Alphonse Hargrove.
My goodness,
and
that's
you
some hard
are-
names. Yes. What can I do for you this evening?
Well, I'm looking for a couple different things, and I'm wondering if you'd be able to help me.
Okay.
First of all, I'm looking for magic items, specifically a cloak of displacement.
Magic items. That is a specialty of mine.
Wonderful. Do you have any other stock outside of the cloak that might be interesting?
Yes. I have many wares. Well, it depends on how you intend to pay. Actually, you see,
Well,
we could do trade in coin, or we could, and you see this smile reach across his face. We could do a trade.
a trade of what variety, if I'm...
Well, I have some exceptionally unique magic items, and I would rather not just surrender them for measly coin. I find them fascinating, you see. I would rather much trade one oddity for another, you see.
And as a question for you, does the oddity have to be limited to an item to exchange, or can it be information, truths, parts?
I prefer items to be completely transparent, but not everything in my shop goes for trade only. Very few items I exclusively trade. Many of my wares do go for gold. What is it?
I'm interested in this trade.
Okay. Well, for trade, I have this, and he produces a flame-tongue dagger, a
Interesting.
heavy tome, and 2 rings.
Can I roll Arcana on the rings and the tome?
You could just ask him.
What are the rings and what does the tome do?
The tome is what's called an enduring spellbook. Basically, it's very useful for wizards who don't want their spellbooks destroyed. The rings are one is a ring of protection, and well, the other one's going to be very hard to trade for. That one's a ring of regeneration.
And what is you said a ring of regeneration? What does it do?
Well, you see, it's a rare magical item that while you're wearing the ring, you regain a certain amount of your vitality every 10 minutes, provided that you're at least conscious. If you lose a part of your body, the ring could regrow it and return you to full functionality within about a week.
Well, as interesting as that is, I have no need for such a paltry.
Poultry.
There's a certain aspect to my physiology that allows me to not have to worry about such things.
Well, not to be special then.
Well, I mean, I'd be willing to again indulge in some specific trade, but you said you prefer items, so we will talk items. This enduring spellbook, you said specifically it is useful for wizards. What if one were, say, a sorcerer?
Let me double check the exact fine print here. Oh god damn it! I can't even find my notes on the stamp book. Okay, here we go. I think.
We're doing it live.
Basically, the book's contents cannot be damaged, even by fire or even if you were to dunk it underwater, and it doesn't deteriorate with age. So I suppose you could use it for notes.
So if, say, I stored my spells in this book to recount at a later date, I wouldn't be able to cast them at will. It would just be my notation on the spell itself.
Yes, it's basically for someone like you, just a very nice, indestructible journal. I do have options for coin if you'd be more interested in that.
Yes, let's purvey those options. I will still keep the trade in mind, but I'll see what you
110
have for coin first.
One tendril moves the items back to storage. You said you're looking for a cloak of displacement?
Yes.
Well, I have that. I have one of those in stock. Let's see. I also have a few potions. I have. Ooh, this is a new one. This is an unbreakable arrow, and you seem like a smart ass. How about a headband of intellect?
No, thank you.
Alrighty then. I also have healing potions, or would you like just the cloak then?
I would like the cloak. Now, if you have recipes on how to create said potions, I would be interested in purchasing that for coin.
Ooh, I do have a way of a recipe for a regular healing potion if you're interested in that.
I would be.
Okay, that'll be 25 gold, and the cloak will be 300.
All right. And are there any other items that he has, like in stock outside of potions, or?
There's the cloak, the headband of intellect. He sort of mentioned all the big things that I have written down, but
Gotcha.
I also do custom orders. If you are looking for anything special, just let me know. I have many storefronts.
Well, nothing in particular at this moment. Well, there is one thing, but I will think on that for a moment, because I would like to do trade for the notebook and why the hell not? The Ring of Regeneration. It sounds interesting enough. I won't need it, but my party is prone to accidents.
Excellent. What kind of magic items do you have to trade for?
Well, I have items of magical, but I was wondering if you were interested in, say, items of a different variety.
Like what?
Well, I am a purveyor of goods, as it were, and I am a rather accomplished alchemist. And one of the things that I have recently extracted with great deal of care and made sure to covet is the adrenal gland of an orc chieftain that actually seems to be more engorged than the average orc adrenal gland.
Is it magical?
No, but it could be used in the process of distilling elixirs or potions. It could be used in different concoctions as a
Not
material component.
interested. Sorry, that's not my thing. I'm really excited about magic items.
Well, what about this? I pull out the symbol of a Zooth. This item here
That's
gives...
an arcane focus of kind, maybe a divine focus, not what I'm really looking for.
Well, it has an enchantment on it that focuses your concentration, makes it harder to break the powers of your spell if you are keeping your concentration.
Interesting. But that's not really worth the rings, unfortunately.
What about the notebook?
Hmm.
Like you said, for someone like myself, it's just a glorified book. So for some paltry symbol that allows one, such as like wizard or druid or even a cleric or sorcerer like myself, to maintain their focus and concentration on the more powerful arcane aspects, surely that would be beneficial to someone in a town as diverse and filled with magics as this.
Go ahead and do a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, I was banking on that. There's no way I'm probably going to be able to convince him to take anything that I have. Items are common. Oh god. That's not good. That's a 19.
19. One of the tendrils looks at the item, and it's levitated out of your grasp, and it's brought closer to another eye stalk as it examines. And slowly the symbol drifts into his back wares. The eye stalk then looks down at the book, levitates it, and drifts it towards you. Pleasure doing business with you.
All right, adding that to my list of my enduring recipe book. All of my alchemy recipes will never be glorious. Don't really have any other magic items.
Well, don't worry. You can always come back later when you acquire more interesting items.
Certainly. And there is one thing I had a curiosity about, and I'm wondering if you might be able to point me in the right direction.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and pull up my notes. I'm looking for two things in particular. And one thing that you may be able to...
And that is?
I'm looking for a professor in the Wizards Guild who specializes in research on the plane of the Shadowfell. And additionally, I'm looking for a academic here who is an alumnus of the Sorrentus Magical Academy in order to inquire about specifics of a test that I need to pass.
Especially on the plains of the Shadowfell. We get a lot of customers from the guilds, but I'm not entirely... I can give you the directions to the guild hall if you would like.
That would be beneficial.
Okay. You're going to want to get out... Why should I give you directions? Just leave the shop.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Spit, you first.
Spit opens the door, and where once led to the street, you now see an office building. There was people just going through the halls. You are inside some kind of clerical office building. Like I said, I have many storefronts.
Interesting. And then one other thing that I am looking for.
Yes.
Which someone as well connected as you might be able to find rather easily, but I understand if you may not be able to locate. I'm looking for Elberos.
Alboros. Oh yeah, he's in the Obsidian Tower. Or the Transpire Obelisk. Well, at least that's where he does most of his research, apparently. He doesn't come out much. We just see him in the tower a few times. That doesn't,
Perfect.
though I haven't seen him personally in 200 years. Not since he summoned me.
Well, that is actually rather remarkable. I'll have to ask him about that. Probably probe you for some personal history, if I may be so bold.
Initially summoned me to guard the Transpire Obelisk, but I got a little greedy with all the magic items people keep providing.
Well, I completely understand that myself. I have that's it. Perhaps you could assist me. I'm looking for an artificer in which to apprentice myself to learn their craft. I want to be able to create items that can compensate for certain magics that I am unable to perform. I was wondering if you might know someone who is looking to take on a studious apprentice.
But how long are you planning on staying in the city?
As long as it takes.
Let's see. If you want the best artificer in the town, then you're going to want the Stoneblood and Forge.
Stoneblood and what?
The Stoneblood and Forge.
All right, I'll look there.
Okay. And speaking of, that's a good time to transition. Roland, you get direction to the Stoneblood and Forge. Storm? You're muted.
Yeah, sorry. I'm here.
You see this large stone building that is smoke spewing out of the top chimney, and you just hear the sound of a hammer going to walk inside.
Roland stands outside the front door for a good 5 minutes, breathing heavily.
Okay.
Takes a deep sigh and finally walks in.
Okay. As you enter, you see a very familiar-looking dwarven woman. Red hair tied up in a bun. Green eyes just analyzing her work. Arms just covered in scars as she just goes to town on some what appears to be just a long blade.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what can I do you for, lad?
Hi, I was wondering if I could make a commission.
1 second. Yeah. What would you like?
Roland walks up to... Is there like a counter that he can walk up to?
There's like a direct counter that she's just walking adjacent to.
Before I commission, I want to know if there's any discounts for old friends.
Well, that would depend if I had any fucking friends, first of all. But you don't. So, no.
Roland Rift? Really?
She reaches for Betty.
Okay, now, you don't need to get the hammer out. That would help me.
How the fuck you know that name? Who the fuck is you?
Roland would like to cast disguise self to look like the old man he used to. Blue and green eyes. Age at about 60, 70 years. Pale white hair. It's me, homie.
Does a 15 hit your AC?
15 is my AC. That's why I was looking for armor. Oh wait, it's 16 now. Never mind.
Oh.
Just barely misses. Whoa.
Okay, whoever the fuck you are, I am going to kick your ass. And she starts reaching for Wanda.
Okay, now that's a bit excessive now, really.
Excessive. Fucking excessive. Come to me with the face of my dead friend, and I'm excessive now? Fuck you.
Homie, it's me. What do you want me to say?
This guy very Jersey, very fast.
You're not wrong.
I'm very bad at holding a female Scottish accent. Alright, lad. Here's what's gonna happen. First, I'm gonna Gallagher your fucking face. And then, you're gonna apologize.
I take out another king's token.
Where did you fucking get that?
I made it myself, Helmy. I need a new mask. Look, I bet no one else in town knows about the time you were framed for faulty craftsmanship, and I helped clear your name.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion. 20. 21.
21?
Yeah.
And this was persuasion.
Yes.
Okay. Natural 20 on her insight check. Now for her attack roll.
Oh, come on.
She wanted
Well,
to.
just...
She just swings wide. What do you ever love in shit?
I know, right? Yeah, tell me, did you come to my funeral? Was it sad?
Fucking was busy. You expect me
course
to
you
update
are.
my entire damn shop because some sod I'm not supposed to know's dead?
Fair.
What the? Come here. And she reaches up and actually reaches through the illusion and grabs your beard and just tugs you down. Drop this shit. What is this? Wait, you mean the... This part isn't the illusion. You actually got a beard now. What the fuck is this?
Orlin drops the illusion. Yeah, I know, right? But
You call that a beard as compared to a dwarf? That's a stubble.
yeah, I know. Look, long story short, someone found out who I was. They found me, kicked in my front fucking door, and burned my house down with me inside it.
Right.
Now, I know you wouldn't fucking give me up.
So who would?
I don't know. My entire information network is compromised, which is why I need to find you first.
Well, I didn't fucking sell you out. Unintentionally,
Yeah,
anyway.
I know. I need some items. Back when I retired, I gave up all my loot.
Didn't I tell you that's a bad idea? I told you that was a bad idea.
Yeah. You told me it was a bad idea when you made the fucking key to my vault.
Damn right I did, and that was expensive too.
Nah, can we get back on track on the whole... Look, I'm traveling with the
I
bunch.
don't think you ever finished me paying me for that, actually.
I'll perform a couple heists after I deal with the first things first. There are a few other details. I need a new mask.
The King of Thieves is looking for a new mask.
Same design as the old one, but this one gets dark vision.
Ooh. I can do that.
While you're at it, and I take out the crossbow, need this thing to have the return enchantment placed on it, so the bolt bounces back to it.
Now, this is definitely not yours. This is not your style.
I know, I have a group I'm traveling with this time. No more lone wolf stuff for the most part.
You finally fucking listen to me. You made friends, Roll. And she just starts pinching your cheeks. Roland, I'm so proud of you. You made friends.
Yeah, it's not friendship I was opposed to. It was working with guilds. They slowed me down. Anyway,
Fair.
this group can actually... They're good people for the most part. Some of them kind of creepy, but they're good guys.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we just spent some time trying to hunt my bounty, so once that dies down, I might actually trust them with the secrets, once a few things fall into place.
That'd be fun.
But looking for an upgrade for the group, if you don't mind.
This crossbow thing is one of them?
Yeah, for team's frontline fighter. He's a resourceful bugger, you'd like him.
frontline fighter has a crossbow? Well, whatever. Anyway,
Covers his bases. He also makes bombs.
this sounds like a guy I'd like.
Yeah, like I just fucking said. We got this two spellcasters actually. Both one of them's creepy and one of them's macabre, and I can't tell you which one's which.
Fair enough. Have them all come by. I can probably whip some stuff up for them.
Can you make a collar that has tongues on it?
Roland, give me your fucking challenge. How many times do I have to tell you I don't do it if it's not a fucking challenge for you?
I know. I don't want to have to ask you for the old potions.
Yeah, you're not getting the potions. No way in hell.
I know. Those things take you fucking forever to brew.
Yeah.
On the
And
bright side,
a lot of the shit I did for you was pro bono until you finished the heist. I can't walk like that. I got a business.
Oh, how's the shop doing?
Oh, it's fucking great. James, I would say about this time you would walk in.
Oh, that's one of my friends now.
Roland, what's your AC?
My AC is 16.
No. I'm sorry, not Roland. James.
Jesus Christ.
If it's what I think it is, I'm casting Mage Hand.
No, that's cool. It's 14.
14? Okay, so it just whizzes above your head and she just shouts, "Get the fuck out, we're having a moment."
No. Helmy, this is one of my friends I was telling you about.
And, with all due respect, no.
She picks up a stool and walks over to you, puts it at your feet, steps up, and looks you in the eye. Stop.
Not much. How about you?
This is one of your buddies, Roland?
Yep. He's a pretty talented spellcaster. James, Helmy, James. This is, without doubt, the best artificer I know, and probably the best in the country.
Damn right.
Oh, yes, Carl said the same thing.
Carl never lies. Okay. She ups down. What's this one gonna need?
Depends on what he wants.
I've got a few peculiarities.
Your
Rattling around in the old brine.
Your friend here, what did you say his name was?
Well, this one's James.
James. Your buddy here has pulled some strings, so you're getting some discounted loot.
Fantastic.
Put it on my tab, Helmy.
Damn right I am.
Well, if we're putting it on a tab, there is a specific enchantment I would like to be on. I don't know.
Bring it.
What? So have you ever heard of a spell called Mordenkainen's Magnificent?
You see her hand just face palm? Do you want it done this century? Or within a good amount of time?
I mean, you're the best, so I'm assuming it would be done in a very good amount.
Yeah, but I got other clients. I can't waste weeks or even months on that. It depends. How big of a space are we talking?
Well, I mean, it's a standard-sized carriage.
Not the carriage. How big do you want the enchantment to be? The mansion.
Well, from what I've studied of the spell itself, it's 50 cubes of 10 cubic feet each, so the total of 500 cubic feet.
Oh, so you're planning on going max too. That's fucking great. Okay. She's giving Roland the evil eye right now. Look what you're doing.
I mean, I you have other clients. I'm not going time.
Okay.
I will wait until I have we've got better resources, and then I will assist you as best I can. The real reason I'm here is because I am looking to apprentice myself to an artificer in order to learn how to create magic items myself.
Oh. Okay, it can.
And perhaps I can help you with some of the clients you have. It'd be a learning experience.
How long were you planning on staying in Das?
Well, we're looking for this one mage in particular, trying to get them to come with us back to Dumire to deal with a demon.
I don't know about the rest of my group, but I know that I myself still have a remaining 6 months before I have to present my thesis at the Sorrentis Magical Academy, so it's roughly 6 months.
I can teach us some of the basics while you're in town. It's going to be up to you to actually pursue the rest. I can give you a manual or something, but I can give
Manual will work.
Yeah, but I can actually teach you the basics.
That works.
Okay.
And there is one item I actually do want to go ahead and procure if possible.
Okay.
A ring of arcane eye.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
All right, and it's going on. I look over at Roland on his tab.
Yeah, it says tab.
That is fantastic.
Helmy, the other two items we discussed, those how fast can you have those two ready? The crossbow and my dark vision.
That's not going. The dog vision's going to probably take me about, I want to say, an hour. It's not going. That's not a particularly difficult one for me. The crossbow is going to take. Let's see. Right now it's about 4:00. I can. Best case scenario, I can have it before I close up shop tonight. If not, it's probably mid-afternoon tomorrow.
Cool. I'll be back by around closing time to pick them up. We can grab some beers after a walk.
Fuck yeah. Send the other ones in your party just so I can customize anything they need. As for you, Scrawny, get over here. I'm going to teach you some shit.
All right. All right.
Right? And she begins to teach you the basics of how to craft magical items. And
can we also teach spit?
One of the items that teach him the ways of magical items.
Yes.
Let me check.
He shall learn alongside me.
His intelligence score is not high enough to meet the prerequisites.
Then he shall watch in amazement.
But she is also crafting a necklace of tongues for him.
Well, that is interesting.
Yeah, I figured we can use this to help Spit communicate with us a bit easier.
While that's happening, Hawk, Josh.
Oh, Jesus.
Hawk's BRB.
Okay. In that case, Josh, you get to lead the charge here with Aki.
Okay. Cool.
Hawk said that Risk would be hopping on.
he said
Here in a bit.
Yeah, he's grabbing a shower right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's home here, but he's just grabbing a shower.
Oh, in that case, I will. I just want to be right back. I actually need to use the bathroom, so feel free to plot amongst yourselves.
All right, bathroom break, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So, guys, quick talk. What kind of loot?
We're probably gonna be depending on what you guys do. Them. Oh wait. Oh man, I forgot to actually do something.
What's up?
Oh, what's up?
You know what? Would you guys mind if we backtrack a little bit?
Go for it.
Sure.
So Zos,
Oh, jeez.
after you escape the nets and have yourself a good rest,
Okay.
you drift off to sleep.
Right.
And you're flying. The wind is roaring through your ears. Nothing but clouds beneath you. You can't even see the ground. You look around and there are hundreds, no, thousands of winged tieflings in flight with you. A family. The sensation, the feeling. You can feel your heart swell with excitement. And then there is hesitation. You hear it. Its roar pierces through everything around you. A voice calls out to you. It's here, Zypher. Take command. We'll follow your lead. You feel your head nod as you dive. As you break through the clouds, you see the ground below. There was fire. A city engulfed in fire and smoke. A castle burning. A large cloud of smoke and debris. 60 feet tall and almost 80 feet wide. It's raging through the city. A tail emerges from the smoke and just knocks down a castle, and you hear screams in the distance. Attack! You hear yourself cry as a strange light you don't recognize emits from your fist. You charge at the creature hidden in the smoke as two large yellow eyes, glowing, piercing through the smoke, turn to you. And you wake up. Well, you woke up. I forgot to do that.
Flashback.
Yeah.
It happens.
Then while I'm avoiding the group, I'll ponder that for a while. Okay.
So fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Sure.
So now let's have a bathroom break while we think about that horrendous nightmare.
So yeah, guys, quick collusion. What do you guys need from my artificer buddy?
Anti-tiefling serum. All right, I do legit want to ask Josh, why?
Yeah.
Why Damon?
All right. So I did it because in the dynamic, Damon just seems like the cranky old man, and I thought it'd be funny, and I thought it'd be like, oh, this is gonna be a funny, quick joke that won't be that bad. Because I was like, oh, we just need I want like very basic hallucinogenics, like super weed, basically. And I'd slap it on your face, and I'd run, right?
Yeah, like I thought it was funny. Don't get me wrong, but in game, Damon's like, "What the actual fuck?"
That went farther than I wanted it to.
You're welcome.
No.
Let that be a lesson to your kids.
High against my will.
Oh, jeez.
You know, that reminds me of a story that I can't tell on stream.
Yeah. Also, Risk is here.
Hey guys.
Hey, Risk.
They say hey. He's getting stuff set up. We're sharing a mic again.
All right, sounds good.
My secondary plan was for if Damon woke up while I was stealthing in, I was gonna just throw like all the powder in your face and jump out the window, and gone.
Are you never getting your room with a window again?
I mean, it didn't help this.
Damon just sleeps like propped up in a sword not a sword closet, a broom closet.
Mm-hmm.
Be right back. I'm just gonna brush my glass out. While Red's taking a bathroom break.
Let's go quickly go into the bathroom myself.
And I have returned.
Aha! And your brother just left to go to the bathroom. Oh, Jesus.
I can't believe I forgot. Oh, and actually, with the whole freaking thing about you guys pulling that prank, it's quite easy for me to realize I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
That was so out of left field. I was not prepared for that.
Well, Josh pitched me the initial idea, and I'm like, would James go along with it? Nah, he would just fuck with everybody.
That went so much farther than I wanted it to, and Zoris is just so distraught now.
Oh, that went exactly as far as James wanted it to go.
Mhm.
But granted, he doesn't like the fact that the party's on edge now. It was supposed to be a joke. So
Yeah.
he's just concerned with the status of everyone's sense of humor.
You guys decide to antagonize the most jaded one of you.
I don't know, because my main thing is like Zoris is like just a really sore loser, I guess.
I'm back, guys.
So when it all happened, he's like, "Screw it! All right, I see how it is. I damn it," and he's gone.
What's happened with Zorus?
He's just a really sore loser. So when his plan didn't go the way that he wanted it to, it was just he was agitated. So And then you started saying things about his like mom that he'd never met. So he's like, fuck it, fuck everyone, fuck it, and he flies away.
I mean, come on. Like, look at it from Damon's perspective. You drugged an injured man. Or tried to. And then James actually drugged him.
You said Risk is on his
The
way?
one person he trusted was I.
You said Risk is on his way?
Yeah, he is literally just getting his like headphones out right now.
Okay. In that case, there's actually
it was
another
like-
thing I wanted to do while we wait. James,
Oh, yes.
while you were on your way to Helmy's...
So leaving from the Wizard Guild
Yes.
after completing my business.
Yes.
Okay.
You hear a voice. Excuse me. Are you James Hargrove?
Depends on who's asking.
Someone who got a letter from a very enthusiastic individual about what you accomplished in Remari.
I'd like to... Do I see this individual?
Yes. They approach you. They are robed, but the hood is down. You see a bald human man, seem to be mid-30s, gothic tattoos up the back of his head and up his neck. I believe you're looking for information, and I can offer this information.
What's the catch?
Well, you were offering favors, weren't you? I just have a few questions.
Yes. I can provide what I can, and I can answer any questions provided that the information you provide me is equally accurate.
Okay.
The letter that was circulated around Gregor's abilities, but I have also received tutelage on just being wary when dealing with other members of our kind.
He points up, and you notice that the sun is in the sky. I'm not one of Gregor's kind. You don't have to be worried about me.
Very well. What would you like to discuss?
Well, much more interested in what your questions are first.
Primarily just three.
Okay.
First, I want to know about court etiquette regarding members of the vampiric race. Unfortunately, a great deal was left out of the library, so I don't know protocols, only vague histories and equations.
I'm sorry. I'm more about the Shadow Fang knowledge. I don't know much about that topic. I thought you were looking for information on the Shadow Fangs and their leader.
Oh, I am, but I assume exchange. So, yes, I'm looking for information on the Shadow Fangs.
Okay. What information are you looking for from them?
Primarily just who their leader is, and I want to schedule a meeting.
Okay. Okay. What should I ask in return? I do have a question, and let me know if this seems fair trade for that question. Rumors coming out of Remari say that the King of Thieves was there. My question will be on what you found. Does that seem like a fair exchange for you?
That seems like a fair exchange for me. What I found is a child playing dress-up. And the true factions of the Thieves Guild at work in Remari were performing activities that I didn't quite approve of, so I put a stop to it alongside my compatriots.
Excellent. And your question was on the leader, what his name is, or where they could be found?
I would just like to know who they are. I know a first name. I know the name Rotal, but I need more information, and I would like to find a way of how to contact or get in connection with this individual.
That's fun. It's funny, you know more than most people do already. Rotel Matab is his full name.
Rotel Matab. Wonderful.
He has been leader of the group for a while. He's the one that pushed them to success. They've been operating out of Port Dubante for quite some time. I have given you another bit of information by mistake. I'm afraid I need to ask for another question then.
Well, feel free to ask one or two. You did give me 2 bits of information. You gave me his name and his location.
That's...
2 questions.
Let's see, another question. What do I want to know? What is someone noble like you doing with vampires?
Well,
If that's too big, we can say that's worth 2 questions.
No, that's perfectly all right. Truth be told, a lot of nobles turn their eye to things that they don't wish to look at. They prefer their glittering towers and their games of chess, their summer courtships, and their fanciful picnics. But me, I understand that the world has deeper shadows working in it, and I understand that there are more than meets the eye in our society, so I have been making inroads with various individuals to try and build relations. Not just vampires. Of course, and I gestured a spit, am working to understand orcs better myself as well. I feel that a lot of the misunderstood races of society could benefit from being able to less communicate freely and more an even exchange of information.
I like that. And you had a question about how to approach the Shadowfangs?
Yes, but I do believe you get one more question.
I do indeed. What do I want to know? I'm sorry, I was so underprepared for this meeting. I was just so excited. Why so interested in Votal and his band?
They hold the answer to a question that I need answered.
Ooh, I'm going to have to try and ask another question and to figure out what that is.
Well, yes, that is part of the game, yes.
So you know we're playing a game. That's fun. All right.
So then my question, I guess, is, you mentioned that they're in Port Dubant. My question is, how does one arrange a meeting?
They have a club there that has many of their members working as a front. You approach the club and issue a certain phrase, and depending on how you present yourself and which phrase used, it signifies to them your level of importance and if you can be trusted.
I see. Very well. You may ask your next question.
What is the question you need answered?
What is the purpose of their operation? The branch in Remari seemed to peddle drugs. But any criminal organization knows that one flow of profit isn't going to be enough to sustain them, so I want to know if that was a branch of their operation or the whole shtick.
Would you like me to answer that one for you?
What'll it cost me?
A favor to be collected, let's say. 'Cause that one's big. And I'll even throw in the password to use to gain entry to the location and the name of the club.
It wouldn't happen to be the Golden Eye, would it?
You found the front. That's where you go to approach them, but that's not where you will eventually meet Hotel. They will
Understood.
They will decide that depending on safety and their current situations.
Very well. I will.
What was that?
I think I'll. I'm not sure. I think I'll pass on the answer to their operations because I'd prefer to get it from Rotal myself.
Very
Instead,
well.
I will ask for the passphrase.
The passphrase. Let me just, before I give it, let me just consider my own question I'll ask in return for that. I know. Have you heard of a blade by the name of Godsbane?
No, should I? Is it magical? Is it important?
That's it. Feel free to roll a history
Sorry,
check.
those are. All right. That is a natural 20.
There are rumors of this blade. Some say it was used in a great war. Some, although that's known is that it's shattered in 2 pieces. Its current whereabouts are unknown, but it's said to be exceptionally magical.
I see. No, I don't know anything about it outside of the books.
Unfortunate.
And the passphrase?
Do not whisper secrets. All can hear them still.
Intriguing.
Anyway.
Well then, you asked your question about your blade, and now it is my turn, I believe, for another question.
I believe that was in payment for your question about the password.
Yes, so that was the exchange. I asked about the passphrase, you then asked your question, so then it would then fall again to my turn.
If you have any questions left, by all means.
I actually have 2, but I'm trying to decide which one I would like to ask.
I have no further questions, so if you wish to ask both, we can just exchange a favor to be collected later.
Very well. My first question is, what do you know of the Thief King?
What is your other question as well?
My other question depends on your answer.
I killed the Thief King.
Interesting. Then I guess my next question would be, how do you kill a man who can escape anything. Asking for a friend.
Simple. You wait till he is too old and his skills are gone. You wait till he is weak. And then
You kind of cut in and out there for me. I didn't catch some of that.
you wait till he is old and beyond his prime. You wait till his skills have dulled. And then you burn him alive in his own home.
That is interesting.
Roll me an insight check.
Pretty good. Let me go ahead and grab my mod. Insight. I'm actually pretty good at. That is a ghetto 20.
You are unnerved by the amount of sadistic pleasure you actually see in his eyes as he recalls burning what sounds like an old man alive in his own home. You tell that he is completely sincere in what he's saying and that he enjoyed it.
Interesting. Well then, here's the question I have. That you stated you've asked all your questions, but I'm sure that there are certainly more that you could think of. And I'm already in for one favor, so what's another? Here's a question I have for you. Why do it? Was it for the glory of killing the Thief King? Was it for the prestige you would get with the other guilds? Why?
There were many reasons behind it, but I suppose the one that motivated me the most was the glory. The guilds would recognize our actions.
You said our. So that means that you've recently gained a seat.
Boy, you are making some assumptions. Assumptions are not good.
I'm not the one who's giving away information. Honestly, I would say that I would surprised by this, that the Thief King was truly dead, but I think the history books put it best when they said that he vanished off the face of the earth. But you do amuse me.
Likewise.
So here's what I'll do for you. You can cash in your favors now.
Okay.
And if we need to meet again, I'll arrange it. After all, I'm not that hard to find.
Very well. There was another reason I wanted to meet with you.
Go on.
Contacts a way into the king's court.
Easy enough.
Excellent. I'll just take those names then and I'll be on my way.
Certainly. You can start with go, fuck, and then yourself. I'm kidding, of course. I do actually have names. I do enjoy a bit of humor. Would you like that in calligraphy or just standard writing?
Standard is fine.
All right. And if I may ask, since I'm again already in the hole on favors, why do you want to get into the king's court? There's quite honestly nothing there that really matters.
Oh, there's always something. There's always power. There's always something to discover. If I'm being completely honest, it's just a curiosity.
Okay. And tell me, would that curiosity have anything to do with my family or just the king?
Just the king. Nothing personal, but there's nothing much interesting about a family that is not fully nobility. Aside from the fact that you have an interesting bloodline, it seems.
Quite.
So, Mr. Holgrove, it's been a pleasure. I'll be on my way then.
Will do. Actually, if I may, you know my name, but I do not have yours.
I introduced myself. My name is Trace.
Oh, I didn't catch that. My apologies.
Not a problem. If you need my full name, it is Trace Coursefire.
Is that supposed to mean something?
No, not to you. I'm just giving you my full name in case you need to use it.
Okay.
Have a nice day. And he
You
walks
too.
off. Now,
Just a question.
yes.
Do I need to roll deception?
For what particular?
3 things.
Uh-huh.
First, no way in hell am I giving him real names.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, baby. That is a 26.
26. You know, it's this reason exactly I had his character sheet ready.
I get the feeling he has expertise and insight.
You know, that's a very accurate summary. Okay. And you said you wanted to roll deception on 3 things.
Yeah, that's just the first one.
Okay. What were the other 2?
Well, one of them being... I'm trying to think. I'm trying to actually like recap the... Because I did tell 2 lies, technically, in the... I told a lot of lies through the conversation.
I wish you notified me as they were happening so we could do it that then.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot while that was happening. So in the... Sorry. The thing about the monsters, that was a lie.
What monsters?
The wanting to bridge an understanding.
Oh, okay.
And that's a 2. Before modifiers, so it'd be a 9.
Okay. And the third one?
So he knows that that's probably a lie. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was only just 2. I think it was only 2.
Roll me a third one just to be safe.
Okay. That's not any better. That's a 21.
Okay. Okay. And he just seems to walk away.
I'm screwed. Well, guys,
Well-
I hope you liked A Living Doctor.
Well, let me tell you from experience. You won't die quickly. Let me just tell you from personal experience.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Oh, Roland, did you know that guy?
Fuck you.
You're just gonna get us assassinated and tortured slowly now, so it's fine.
Oh, that was great. I was looking for this guy on the side. Thanks for bringing him to us when he comes to murder us.
God damn.
So, while that's going
I just
on...
remembered what the third one was.
Oh, what was it?
That I don't know anything about, like... Well, I guess no, because I did actually only know the histories of the blade. I didn't know
Yeah,
of any importance.
You didn't know of its location or anything like that, so I would say that one's...
Well, yeah, that one's the truth.
You succeed on that one anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, so now I'm nervous on which ones I failed.
Oh man.
On
I know that I
one,
definitely
he
failed the
says.
9.
You could feel the italicized in the voice.
That one. So meanwhile, Damon, Aki, and Zorus are on their way to the... What was that?
I said, yeah.
You three are on your way to the Transpire Obelisk, looking to try and find the Wizard Elberos. I'd like the three of you to... Wait, never mind, because Damon rolled a natural 20 to find it.
I did. I also wanted to look for a temple to Bahamut while
Okay. While looking, you get directions for a Temple of Bahamut, but it's not in the same direction as the obelisk. So,
Yeah, I'll do the obelisk first, and I'll do
Okay.
Bahamut later.
so you see...
Bahamut can wait.
So the three of you, it's not particularly difficult to notice the obelisk. It can be seen from virtually any point in the town. What is, as you approach, you do notice a small sort of lake circling it like a moat.
Is it small or is it as big as it is on the map?
It's about as big as it is on the map.
Ooh.
So you're going to need to purchase a ferry ride in order to get across.
Okay.
Does it look too far for me to fly?
It's hard to gauge it by eye.
I also want to... Can we dial back for a sec? Because Damon was going to ask Roland and James and Aki, because, fuck Zorus, why we're actually finding this mage guy, because Damon kind of didn't pay attention.
Okay. We're doing so much time skipping anyway, so why not?
I believe we'll find this mage to deal with the Glabrezu in the basement.
What in the what now?
The demon in the basement at Dumile.
Oh, yeah, that asshole. Alright, cool, I'm in.
What was the mage's name?
Elberos.
Oh, that's cool.
Hell, even I knew that, man. Come on.
This is only making me
Ardaithe,
look
you're
worse.
supposed to be the smart one. Not the wise one, but the smart one.
I'm not either of those things, so it's fine.
Well, I have a 10 intelligence, so we'll get by just fine.
Cool.
We have Aki. And more importantly,
I am quite intelligent, I believe, so yes.
also, everyone, we are joined now by the Key of Red.
We got him! He joined the
He
stream!
plays...
He plays Aki Jokotsuk. I can't pronounce the last name. I've tried so many times. I keep failing. I'm sorry, Risk.
Costa.
Latin Dutch.
Yes.
Charming.
So you all can rent a small ferry across if you wish.
Nope, we're gonna ride on Zorus's back.
I'm going to look for a ferry.
Okay.
That is nice.
It's not particularly hard.
It's nice,
It is just like a small fee of 5 gold to ferry the three of you across.
Cool. So once we're on the ferry, after paying, I'll pay for everybody because why not? So once we're on, does the ferry go faster than I could fly?
It's a bit slower, so you probably could fly faster. Just the distance is the one thing that's iffy for you.
Zorus, if
Once we're
you
halfway through,
Zorus,
Once-
if you leave us, I will shoot you down.
once we're halfway in the lake, I'm gonna start flying.
I pull up my bow.
Do you have a bow? I thought you just had a crossbow.
Yes.
You don't
I
have your
pull out my
crossbow.
daggers.
Okay, make a range attack.
I just call it, Zorus, get your scaly ass back here.
I'm still not scaly, and I'm gonna fly.
Get your leathery ass back here.
I'm gonna double dash onward. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna get in any combat, so I'm gonna use Step of the Wind too.
That is for a range attack. That is a 20.
All right, a 24. Oh yeah,
25.
25. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're PvP on this. But
This is a warning shot.
okay, so we'll say that does 1 damage, and as you get to the shore first, you are swarmed by owlbears. It was an ambush. No, I'm kidding.
Cool.
Yeah.
I call after him. Oi, get back here, or I'll throw Mr. Oreo at you next.
I use all my key points to use Step of the Wind again and again and again and again until I get to the island.
See, I just don't trust him going ahead of us. That's where I'm at this point.
Okay, so as you reach,
I don't blame you.
I've been drugged by this kid.
as you reach
Except that I'm an old man.
guys, as you reach the shore, you get a good look at the obelisk. There is a large set of double doors that reach about 12 feet tall. So they appear to be heavy, and up about maybe 18 feet, you see what appears to be a bald elven man just sort of looking out, just sort of scanning the horizon and all that stuff.
Hi, hey, my name's Zorus. I'd wave.
The figure just sort of looks down at you and just sort of doesn't respond, but it waves.
So we need this wizard guy, Elbros. Something happened with his old friend.
The figure goes inside the obelisk.
A
few minutes go by. At this point, Damon, you and the others manage to get to shore and are on your way to. You and Zorus are on your way to the front gate. As Zorus, you begin to hear sounds from inside.
Aki, not me and Zorus.
Oh
Zorus
dear! I keep you and Aki. Thank you. You two approach the gates as they begin to open, and you see this small figure behind them.
Are you Elbros?
Hi. I am very much not Elbros. Hi. Let me get his fucking name.
How are you, wee one?
Before you is a small gnome dressed in fine robes. Hi, my name is Flynn.
Cool.
Come on in. I'll by all means take a seat. I'll be right back. I will fetch Master Elberos.
As
Okay.
we enter, I whispered to Aki. All right, make sure that Oreo doesn't try to steal him. He's small. He's a gnome. They're kind of shiny.
Got it.
All right. Tell him that Dumar sent us.
Okay, I'll tell him that the
And-
city of
well,
Dumar
okay.
sent you. Okay.
No.
Not
Not the city, the man.
Person.
the
The person, Dumar.
okay. He looks a little confused and also a little concerned.
Just say it.
What's his name? Edward Dumar?
His name is Wesley.
Sorry. Okay, to be fair, I know 2 twins. One's name's Edward. One's name's Wesley. It happened.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. So he leaves for a little bit. Maybe 5 minutes go by while you're waiting for him before you see this figure. It's the elven figure that you noticed before, Zorus. Come back in. It's like, yes. How may I help you?
Are you Elbros?
Yes, it is I, Elberos. What may I do for you
Everyone
today?
said to make sure he's actually the right person.
Go ahead.
I don't trust the magic types.
I'm just gonna believe it.
That's an at 20 for insight.
Oh.
Oh, okay, so it's on insight?
Yeah.
Is-
Basically to see if he's lying, if he actually is the right guy.
No, is he lying, but that's an illusion.
Alright, where's the real one at?
I don't
See,
know
I
what
can
you're
literally see
talking
through
about.
this.
I am the realest elbow roast that ever elbow roast.
I slashed it in
looks-
half with my
He
sword.
looks pretty real. Oh.
Thankfully, you don't cut the gnome's head off.
No, I'm going for the head of the taller person.
Yeah, I know, that's why I assumed.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Not cool.
That could have been really bad, actually. Anyway, just send us the real Elbros, please.
I can't.
And
Why?
Why is that, wee man?
He isn't here, kinda. Oh, anywhere.
Alright, I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear you say that. We came an awfully long way to find him.
I know a lot of people come a long way to find him, but he's.
Look, you are half of a boot. Where is he?
I don't. He hasn't been seen in 200 years.
Oh, is that all?
Then, okay. Firstly, who the hell's paying you to watch this place?
Well,
If your master, supposed whatever, has been gone for 200 years.
well, yeah, that's kind of thing. His research is funded by the city, and so long as they, well, I carry on his research while he's missing. But so long as he occasionally is seen by people on the shore, they assume he's here. So I keep doing the illusion so I can keep his research going. And people don't. Every time people come by, I can usually bluff it pretty well. But
I respect that.
yeah,
I
but.
respect it.
200 years ago, he went to Uther Glen to, those rumors of that there's a breach in the ice elemental plane there. He went to go investigate it for his research on the planes, and he hasn't come back.
Fucking ice elementals.
That is literally at the other side of the country. Cool. Jesus. So he just never came back.
I don't. I'm his apprentice. I've learned. He taught me everything I know. I had to keep his research going.
What was that, Aki?
That's a very convenient location to be visiting us. You are here and you send us over to the side of the country. How do we know you didn't do something to the wizard?
He's got a point, wee man. How do I know if you're not trying to pull the wool over me, Aki, and the halfling's eyes?
Master Elbros taught me everything. You think I would do something malicious?
You just pretended to be him to try and throw us off his trail.
To keep his research going. I didn't know who you people were. I thought you were maybe.
I pick him up by the scruff of his shirt.
Hey.
Lift him up to my
Oi.
face. I'm not gonna hurt him.
Leather, put him down.
Just let him go.
And I point my sword right at his face.
He just turns back to you, Zoris. I'll talk to you now, please.
See? We're using teamwork now. Alright. Wee man, answer the halfling's questions.
Wait, what? I'm a gnome?
Aye, wee man.
But you said halflings questions.
Aye, the halfling.
How
Half human, half devil.
I hate you. Like in all capacities that someone can hate another person. That is how I hate you.
I'm
Anyway.
noticing that since, you tried to drug me.
Anyway,
I'm noticing some tension here. Maybe I should just leave and you guys can work
I
this
get
out.
down on one knee
Okay.
I put a dagger on the other side of him.
Maybe no.
and I look into his eyes. So, friend,
Hi.
I'm gonna make this real simple.
Okay.
You're gonna let us go through. You're gonna let us investigate the tower, first of all.
Oh.
Also, answer his questions honestly, or else you have to face Mr. Oreo.
Yes, I have
just-
a sack. We take
Just please don't touch any of his equipment. This is very sensitive research we've been conducting here. For over 200 years, we've been studying the planes.
I'm just picturing Mr. Oreo.
Okay, simple. I can respect that, but and I'm gonna lift up my hand just a little, my right hand just a little, and just let like the sun soul, like the fire, just the bolt of like radiant energy, just slowly form itself. If anything we find goes awry, or anything of the sort, or even if we find the real Elveros in this tower, I have no problem smearing your blood against the walls.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Sweet Christ.
Mr. Oreo's just like pounding one fist. And
Okay. 21.
He gives you 2 thumbs up and just like he's visibly paler now.
Stay here.
Okay.
No. We don't want to leave someone who knows the workings of this tower behind. I just hook a dagger to the package, lift him up, and start carrying him with us.
Okay.
You will walk through the door first. Every door first.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna hold him out in front of every door. If there's a trap, he's gonna get it.
Okay.
Or else he'll hit me, and then
I like.
my other hand will just explode.
I would like you all to make investigation checks with advantage.
Cool. That's an natty 20.
16.
Okay.
God, I fucking hate you. I'd never have a moment to shine.
Okay, Hawk.
I'm sorry.
The reason you have
I
advantage.
rolled a 5 and then a 20.
I got a 23. 23 altogether.
You all notice the reason you have advantage is because whenever you enter a room with a secret compartment, Flynn the gnome is actively alerting you to his existence. He is absolutely not hiding anything, and it appears what he's saying about Elbros just simply being missing is true.
As we're walking through this, I nod towards Zor. Good work there, kid.
Thanks. And I don't give him much eye contact. And I'll, what?
You got a problem with me, son?
No, not really.
I think the kid's just awkward.
You're not helping.
I'm don't hit me.
You're like an inch from being a sheep. Leave the bull alone.
Please no.
Alright. Let's talk more about this later when we don't have a gnome watching us.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. By the way, what's his name? Flynn?
Yeah, it's Flynn. It's Flynn. I'm Flynn. Hi, I'm Flynn.
Flynn, my name's Damon. I'm gonna be your new friend.
Oh no.
Hey, you know what we give friends, right? It starts with a G in common. It starts with a Ginaga in Gnomish.
Don't mock me. Don't mock my culture.
I'm not. Starts with a G. What's it called?
Gold?
Gifts.
Yay!
Like, here's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you the gift of life. Aki here is giving you the gift of not being Mr. Oreo's new pillow. Zoris is giving you the gift of not being his feed bag. So what are you gonna give us?
What do you need? Why have you been looking for elbows?
Well, there's a demon he sealed that got loose. We're trying to permanently seal it or kill it.
Okay.
He's wearing a full smile for half a job.
Okay. What kind of demon is it?
Do I know? Can I roll for history to
It's
give?
It was a
Glabrezu.
Huh?
It was a Glabrezu.
One person, please.
Glabrezu.
It's a Calabrezu.
Okay, yeah, he mentioned. Okay, he mentioned that one. Yeah, that was his imprisonment spell. Shit, that's dangerous. I can't. Someone actually had either fulfilled the requirements or had to actually dispel it at 9th level. That's bad. That's bad.
Yep, they dispelled it within about 10 minutes of actually finding it.
That sucks. Okay. Well, it's here we actually developed methods for banishing creatures to another plane. Elbros isn't here, but maybe I can do in his stead? Maybe?
Alright, now we say banish to another plane.
So long as I can keep the concentration for the spell up for a minute, it should keep the Glabrezu back to its home plane.
Alright, his home plane. Okay, cool. And what's to stop him from not immediately... Does he have to be summoned? How does this work?
Well, the problem with the imprisonment spell is that as long as the creature is imprisoned, it cannot be affected by any outside source, including my spells. So we would have to free it, and then I would have to successfully cast banishment on it,
Alright.
and prevent me from taking anything that would disturb my concentration. And you see him going a little bit paler, and I can do this. I can do that.
Also,
Yes.
is there any way it won't work? Like, is there just that chance that it won't be banished?
Well,
Right.
there is the possibility it could potentially resist, but I could if that were to happen, I would simply just try to cast the spell again and see if that works a second time.
How much do you weigh?
Not a lot.
Alright, I'm gonna need some fucking digits here.
Why?
Aki, how much can Mr. Oreo carry?
Very much not a gnome.
You see, I had this idea where we get a spell of enlargement, make Mr. Oreo a bit bigger, tie you to his back, and he just runs around while you cast the spell.
That sounds like it would make it even harder to concentrate.
Oh, you're gonna be concentrating. Because you see this sword? I pull out my other long sword. It doesn't have a sheath.
You guys are very
You're
aggressive.
about the right length.
You guys
Actually,
are very persuasive.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Did he have a room specifically meant for research about his spells or even a spell book of some sort?
Yeah, that's in the lab.
Let's go there.
Okay.
Take us to that.
Also, on the way, you can think of some nice gifts to give your dear new friend.
I don't know why you're so mean to me.
I'm not being mean. I'm protecting you from being eaten by the halfling or the raccoon.
Neither of those are carnivorous.
I look over Zorus. Zorus, show me your fangs.
I kind of don't sharpen my fangs, so I kind of they're not really they have get into flesh very easily. But I can sharpen them real well, and you'll be out of I don't know. I don't eat people.
All right, I'll light you on fire and then feed you.
Cool.
So, funny enough, I think there's a Schmucks stream going on right now because I just got a Twitch notification.
Fun. Probably Pyro. He does his game night. On
Yeah.
Sundays.
Hi, Power. We love you.
So now that we, I assume we get to the lab.
Yeah, you at the lab.
Any potions we find along the way. These first.
Don't take those.
Turn to Oreo. Let's
Yeah.
whisper into his ear. Find the good stuff. Find the good stuff.
I just look at Aki and just nod, very encouragingly.
Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did Zaki say?
He said, Mr. Oreo, find the good stuff. Find the good stuff.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at Flynn. So, is the spell book in front of us, or any what do we see around us in this laboratory?
You see a lot of beakers, a lot of scrolls, a lot of scattered papers. You do see several books. One seems to be particularly older than the rest.
Okay. So, what in here do you not mind us grabbing?
Literally everything. This is very
All right.
sensitive equipment.
All right. Apparently, you don't speak common. Let me translate for the boy. What do you value less than your life?
All right.
You're not touching the research.
All right.
Then
We're
we
getting
won't touch.
somewhere here.
We won't touch the research. But,
Explain
look
to
this-
us what the research is.
It's on the fucking planes! That's what we study here. Planes. Planar binding. Planar activity. We study every aspect of the planes. It's how we created the banishment spell.
All right. Good. We're making progress. Do
you-
you have any literature condensing your findings? We can have.
Or what about a scroll? So you must be a strong magician of some sort.
I am a wizard capable of casting the banishment spell, yes.
But can you make a scroll with it?
Depends. If the scroll fails, can you cast it again?
All right. Yeah. No. Never mind. You're probably just gonna have to come with us then, I guess.
Yep.
You see
Our
that
new travel
where
buddy.
he was once very much meek, he's actually getting kind of, now that you're in his research area, he's actually getting pretty, I don't want to say aggressive, but like this is the one backbone he has.
Defensive.
Yes.
All right. Look, pal. I don't want to mess with your research. I'm not magically inclined. I don't know this. So I don't want to mess with it. I just want to find out what's going on so that a town full of people I actually kind of like won't get destroyed by a demon that's already been let loose once. Can I roll persuasion?
I mean, you can go ahead.
Like, I'm just trying to get this guy to understand us after, being a dick this whole time. Sorry, what were you going to say? That's 25.
If I help you, will you let me go and let me get back to the research that me and Elbro started?
After you help us banish this thing?
That-
Yes. I'll
Oh,
even
yeah.
pay you.
That
I'll
sounds
give you 1,000
wonderful.
I'll give you 1,000 gold.
I'll pitch in another 1,000.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you for your donations to our research. I'll get my shit.
Also, I want potions.
I would like some scrolls.
Make
And
a
Scrolls
persuasion.
Rocky.
Make a persuasion check.
Which of us?
Both.
Alright. That's a... No, I really like this dice tonight. This dice never rolls good. It rolled an 18 and a 19 in a row, so this is a 26? Yeah, 26. 25 and 26 back to back. That's
I got like 19 all.
right on.
One each.
Which one do I pick? Which one do I pick?
One each of which.
You get one potion, he gets one scroll.
That'd be a very damn good potion. Also, I'm throwing something else in. I want something for Zorse and something for Oreo. Or else we tell your secret to the world.
No, I don't need anything. I think we've gotten enough.
Kid, you gotta look out for yourself sometimes.
I am fine. I have so much gold. I do not know what to do with it. That is,
I'm not talking about gold. These guys have been researching some insane shit for centuries.
What do I
It's
need to know
sanctioned.
about what do I need to know about the planes of existence?
No, I'm just saying about there might be something useful to help you in a combat or keep you from dying. And Oreo, He's a raccoon.
I will
He
say,
needs all the help he can get.
speaking of Zorus, you see Oreo like running by the door with a arm full of scrolls. I'm gonna have Flynn roll a perception check. Nope, doesn't notice.
I sigh audibly and look at Flynn, and never mind.
I pat Flynn on the back. I said, on second thought, I won't take your scroll. You seem like a good guy. I won't take anything from you.
Thank you. Now that's how you treat someone of the magic studying mind. Thank you.
I'm still holding him by the back of his shirt, but I gently sit him down. Alright, Flynn. We got off the wrong foot. My name is Damon. This is Aki, Zorus.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
I'm sorry about earlier. Seriously, that was really out of my nature to threaten you in any way.
Don't worry. I'm thankfully gnomes live for a long time, so I think you've only shaved 30 years off my life. Don't worry about it.
I also apologize. I was just, kind of try and, back at the kids' play a bit. But my sword does need a sheath. So, remember that.
Cool.
Now, on the other hand, do you like drinking?
I could use one about now.
I pull out a bottle of the good shit that I bought.
He takes a swig.
All right, buddy.
And nat 20's his conserve. Okay.
All right, we're brothers now. We shared a bottle. Back where I come from, that's as good as blood.
Cool.
I'll wait at the ferry.
He gives you the potion you get is a potion of dark vision.
Nice. I don't have that.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just realized this is the first character I've ever played doesn't have dark vision.
So, as you recruit an ally capable of banishing the Glabrezu once and for all, I think we'll go call it there for the night.
Congrats, team. We recruited a new person.
5 more minutes.
Yeah, actually, I was going to
do you guys want to
never did that.
Do you guys want to
I never
continue?
did the... Sorry.
I know Aki has something he wanted to do. And
Okay, then we continue for a little bit longer if you guys are okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, I never got to...
What are you saying, Taylor?
I was just saying I gotta go get up to work tomorrow. So we can skip over mine tonight and just do it tomorrow, next session. And if anyone else wants to do their stuff, they can.
Yeah, man, my stuff can wait. I just kind of wanted to check in on that demon that the girl was asking about a couple games ago.
Okay.
So I can wait.
Okay. I just wanted to try and keep this one more timely since I know some of you guys have some early mornings ahead of you.
Yeah, tomorrow also.
Yeah. So, do you guys okay with ending it here, or do you want to keep going?
I'm okay with it, guys. I'm getting away.
Walk across the talk.
I mean, the only thing I wanted to do was, just the Wizard Guild thing, but I guess I can wait till next time.
Okay.
I don't want to force anyone to do anything either way on it.
I don't really care. I'm enjoying myself, and I could stay up a little longer.
Okay,
but,
then if you want, we can probably finish up the Wizard Guild thing and anything, and if Aki has something he wants to accomplish, we can maybe see if we can accomplish that, as well as you going to that temple.
Okay.
Depending on how things roll. Okay? Right, so, James, you find yourself in the Grand Hall of the Wizard Guilds.
Just as a reminder, because the timeline has gotten
the timeline got
all over the
fucked.
Can we just say that I got there and I was like, okay, set an appointment, and I just come back after I've got Roland so that we can make this straight.
Absolutely, I'm all for this.
Oh, I'm in the narrative again.
Because I did want to bring up the stuff about what happened, because Roland is my only contact who knows anything about the shady shit. So,
Okay.
as we get into the Wizards Guild, I guess I'll bridge up. So, it was a bit quiet on the walk, but I kind of got approached by a guy. I mean, I'd put some feelers out to try and get some more information about the Shadow Fangs.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
What do you need to know about that guild?
I have my own personal motivations for that shit, but I got approached by a guy who was like really weird.
Weird how?
Bald, tattoos, wore a full robe in broad daylight. Kind of probably not mentally all there.
What kind of tattoos, of curiosity?
Gothic spirals.
You talked to Trace.
He did call himself that name, yeah.
Roland goes a little pale. Like, is he still in the city?
As far as I know, he probably will be coming back because, I did lie. A good bit. And I don't know if I was convincing.
No. This is good. This is good. I've been looking for this guy too. Actually, he's
Okay.
he's part of a low-level thieves guild.
That's actually one of the questions I was going to ask. So, I've been kept out of a lot of the operation of. Okay, let's just cut the bullshit. I am with the Kuman.
Really?
Yes. And it's where I get a lot of my information. It's why I know a lot more than I really should. And I know vaguely some things. Haven't learned Thieves' Cant because I quite honestly don't see the point in learning the language with my specifics that I work on. And I know a few of the dealings, but this guy was really fucking weird. And he specifically asked for information about the Thief King and then my king.
Your king?
The King of Wyshard, yes. So, this guy seemed like a total freak. So, I'm assuming that he either intends to assassinate the king or like subterfuge him or something terrible. And I'm not about that scene.
I don't get why a thieves guild would try to assassinate a king. The guilds work better when they go unnoticed.
Again, this dude seemed fucking unhinged.
I have first-hand experience with this man. I know.
James, how loyal are you to the Kuman? Answer me honestly.
It's a means to an end.
Cool. I can't insight check to see just what needs to know for certain. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, and roll persuasion deception.
Yeah, precision
Yeah.
deception, don't say wit.
16.
Walker?
16.
Alright, I'm going to say meets it beats. Are you sincere?
I'm lying.
Oh, shit.
Right. In that case, I'll give you some information. Because I know things that are important that can help you out long-term far more powerful than the Kuman. Trace is a man that needs to die. And I need answers from him.
I'm willing to make that happen.
Cool. I just need to ask him about one very specific question. After
Oh.
that, you can kill him. Damon can kill him. I don't give a fuck who kills him. Because he's going to be coming after us now. And you said you're low-ranking Kuman?
Yes, not for lack of... Well, actually, it is for lack of trying. I don't want to be...
Right, so I doubt the
God.
Kuman will be too broken-hearted if one of the other guilds kills you.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a loss of some information, but it wouldn't be something that would be heartbroken over.
Yeah, you're not high-ranking enough for them to care. No offense.
Don't care.
I've done work with all the guilds except for the daggers.
So, you said you said two things that caught my interest. First
Yeah.
being that you would provide me information that would benefit me more in the long run than my mom. Can you keep that promise?
Yes.
Insight.
Okay. Persuasion, deception.
Yep.
26.
Not high enough.
Okay, so if you tell me
I
the
mean, I
truth,
can be blunt and say if I'm lying or not.
You can.
I am being honest.
Okay, James is intrigued. All right. I believe you. What's the question?
The question?
The question you wish to ask him, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because we played a game of 20 questions, and might I say, he's a chatty bastard.
Yeah, he was chatty back when I met him too. I want to know where he and his fucking guild took my daughter.
What is she, like 12? Or like 4?
She's 20
You're
years
pretty-
old.
Bullshit. Physiologically, that is not.
Physiologically, this isn't my first body. I like to hold on to secrets, but if it means a shot at
Would you like to
A
roll
trace.
insights?
I want to, but I'm going to hold off on it
Okay.
and instead offer a trade.
Sure.
Very well then. Secrets, we keep them. Cool. No more.
There are some things I cannot tell you out of obligation, but when I get the chance to reveal them, I will.
That's not how trust works, so let me be frank. I am having some trouble trusting you,
That's fair.
so I'm going to go ahead and lay my cards bare. My name is James Silas Alphonse Westcott Hargrove III. I am descendant of a vampire. My family has pushed that little secret under the rug for a very long time, and I'm trying to figure out why the fuck that is, as well as find out where the fuck he went, because I'm certain that he is not dead.
Well then, I'm sure my information network can be very useful once I put it back together. Ashkeeper was the name I chose when I emerged from the ashy remains of my home. My name is Roland Rift, and I am the King of Thieves.
Now, when you say King of Thieves, so
The one we just went after my bounty for, yeah. Can you see why I was a little secretive back in Remari now?
I'm gonna roll insight.
Go ahead.
Persuasion deception then.
Yep.
That is
Same
23.
number. 26.
Yeah, you believe him.
So no bullshit. King of Thieves.
Yep.
Well then.
I'm 72. What do you want from me?
Fair enough. Well then, we need to find and kill Grace and
Now, James.
Luckily- Hmm?
Very few. I'm the king of thieves. Helmy, she's one of them. If anyone comes at me knowing I'm the king of thieves, I'll know it was you. I don't like having to threaten people. But seeing as Trace was one of the people that killed me the first time, after figuring out who I was back then, I'm a little on guard. But I can't kill the daggers without backup. And I like you. I really do.
Likewise. And let me
So-
say this.
I really don't want
I-
to get stabbed in the back.
I wouldn't stab you in the back.
Inside check. This is where the TPK comes in. 16.
I'm not gonna roll anything because I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm touched.
I'm going to say cool with the inside checks for now, guys.
Yeah. I'm not going to kill you and stab you in the If I were to kill you, I would let you know.
I appreciate it.
Besides, murder is something I like to avoid if possible. So,
Also, I can probably figure out a way to get you that golem back.
I mean, we'll put it back after you tell me how you did it, but that's for another time.
Alright, we love
First,
this.
we have business to attend to.
Right, we gotta find the guys and warn them that there's a crazed pyromaniac on the loose.
Well, and about that, there's a specific reason that I'm here.
Yeah.
We're in the greatest collection of magical knowledge in the world. Where else are you going to find 17 divination wizards?
Elaborate, I'm new to magic.
If ever you want to find someone, the quickest way to do so is spying, divination, and any other form of foretelling. If he's here and he's aware, we find him, we kill him. And in the meantime, I can ask the questions that I need. Which, how the fuck do I get my doctorate? And what can anyone truly tell me about the Shadowfells?
Shadowfangs?
Fells.
The plane.
Oh, Shadowfell. Okay, I thought you were talking about the guild. Firstly, I got an easy way to drag out Trace. I leave
You're
one
going
of
to
my...
steal something, aren't you?
Oh, no, I'm not going to steal anything for a change. I'm going to leave one of my king's tokens out in broad daylight. One of my old calling cards. But first we need to get the guys and bring them up to speed, because...
Better
Maybe.
idea.
Yes?
You said broad daylight.
Yeah?
Well, aren't all eyes on this Elberos fellow?
Elaborate.
Well, he's a famous guy, and people are all talking about how they haven't seen him in 200 years. So,
There's actually some people do see him daily. Because of the illusion, they don't know that he's missing.
okay, so they don't know he's... Okay. So, I mean... But he hasn't left the tower, right?
That is correct.
Well, I mean, he hasn't left his tower, so if suddenly he were to, say, disappear, and a token was in his place... I mean, we're already recruiting him to fix the demon thing. They don't have to know that he's actually... Vacate the tower, leave the token, bing, bang, boom, and he'll come a-running.
I like this plan. Demon and Zos and Aki went over to the tower. Let's see if we can regroup with them.
Yes.
As soon as you finish your thing with the guild here.
Right. I'm going to make it really quick because we spent a lot of time bantering.
Okay, so you said you wanted to talk to someone about
Yeah, speak with someone about the exam.
Is there any particular school of magic you wanted to confer with on that?
Transmutation.
Transmutation. Okay. So,
my wheelhouse, so.
Okay. It takes you a little bit, but you do find a door labeled the State of State Guild.
Oh. Fuck me.
People you know?
Its name's a kind of a pun.
No, not something that I know, but I get the very distinct feeling one in here may know me. I'm gonna open the doors and walk in.
Okay. Behind you see an elven woman sitting at a desk. Yes, can I help you?
Hi, James Hargrove, Redeemer's Hand Guild. I had a quick question out of the Sorrentis Magical Academy.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit for me.
I'm looking for someone who is of the... Damn, my fucking mic is cutting in and out.
I picked them off of the context clues. You're looking for a alumni of the Sorrentis?
Yes.
Okay. We have many members out at the moment, but the guild leader is currently available if you wish to speak with her.
Yes, that sounds nice.
Okay, let me just check with her right quick. And she leaves for a moment. About less than a minute goes by and she comes by. Yes, Miss Ravani will speak with you.
Okay, do I recognize the name?
Not off the top of your... you recognize the name in passing, like it's been mentioned, that she was one of the best transmutation wizards at Sorrentis during her time.
Glorious.
You both enter and you see a dark-skinned drow elf woman, long white hair braided into a bun, with spectacles looking over letters and books. We're going to have to make this fast. I do have some letters I need to reply to. How can I help you today, gentlemen?
I need to pass the professor's proficiency test, and I would like to know the best way to do so.
I'm actually looking at applications for that right now. Okay, you said that you are part of the Redeemer's Hand Guild?
Yes.
Okay, then you passed the requirements for your applications, so...
I also passed the field application test. We created an item that was put to use. Unfortunately, it stolen.
Yes, I heard about that. That was unfortunate. They are still looking into that. Apparently, someone allegedly posed as a guard to gain entrance.
Roland would like to slowly walk out.
Sorry, my bodyguard's a bit shy at the topic of thievery. His grandmother's vase was stolen when he was young.
Roland sheds a single tear on command.
You don't need... I understand that sometimes the drow thing can make people uncomfortable. You don't need to make a bullshit like that. But...
I don't see
Well, I take no umbrage with the drow myself.
No, it's... I'm fucking with you mostly, but a lot of us can be assholes. So, let's see. When did you graduate?
Let's see. Would have been about 5 years ago.
Okay. Let's see then. There is an exam coming up in about 6 months worth of time. If you can develop something interesting for the guild, it is judged by both Sorrentis alum members as well as representatives of the wizard guilds. I myself will be there.
What about a form of magic that has never been used before?
Now that's That would certainly be impressive. Like,
Interesting.
what are you like? Do you have any rough ideas of what you would be creating?
Well, suffice it to say, I've already created it. I was just be acceptable.
It would have to depend. There have been some magics that have been outlawed, so depends on the application.
I guess the classification I would use for my magics are dark arts. Magics that, until recently, were only attributed to monsters and creatures of shade. But after extensive study, I have been able to adapt some of their magics for mortal use.
I will say that you will need to present evidence that this hasn't corrupted you in some way. There are fears of that these kinds of magics can contaminate.
Oh, I completely understand, and I will do my best. Personally, I feel that with research of these subjects, we could better understand our darker aligned siblings, and perhaps even learn to defend against the more dangerous spells.
Interesting thesis. All right then. I'm going to be honest. That's going to be a hell of a challenge, and if you pull it off, it would certainly impress the judges.
All right, I'll keep doing my research, and I will.
If I may, before you leave, could I see? You said you've already crafted some. Is there any you can demonstrate?
Yes. Shit, I'm trying to think of which one I want to use.
Bodyguard, get back in here, please.
Oh, please. Yeah. I say, Nelvin, am I going to be your target?
Potentially.
Fantastic.
I'll use the non-dangerous one.
Appreciate it. James?
I use Clinging Shadows and restrain him.
I choose failed.
Okay. You see her get from her desk and actually take a monocle and actually starts to examine the shadows. Fascinating.
Don't get too close. They still will latch on.
So it will affect those who come into the effect after the spell's been cast?
I mean, I gotta read the spell description, but I believe so.
Fascinating. This is certainly the kind of magic that would impress the council.
Well, then, I guess I'll have to finish putting some nice theatrical flair on it.
True. Particularly if you can find some at a...
Well, shit, knocked over my mouse.
Oh no. If you can find some way of performing some more advanced techniques, that would definitely impress them.
All right, I'll get right to work on that.
Good luck, Mr. Hargrove. Oh, and
Thank you.
She goes to her desk, and you see her writes a short note. This is for you. This is a letter of... It's a letter guaranteeing that you have been vetted and are properly suited for taking the test.
Thank you very much.
Make sure to hold on to that. I don't write revisions.
Will do. I'm just gonna put it in the fucking eternal as come hell or high water, I am keeping that letter of recommendation.
Damn right.
Oh, and then I guess I'll just talk to the Shadowfell people.
Okay. That would probably be best discussed with...
Next time, probably, yeah.
Probably next time on that one. Speaking of, are you guys interested in keeping going, or do you want to sort of call it here for the night?
I'm good with whatever.
I mean, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, then I'll say...
Can we just... And by saying that we just regroup.
If possible, if you guys are okay with it, I want to see if we can handle what Hawk was interested in, and then we can maybe call it that for the night.
Okay.
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 Right. So, as you now have a gnome in your custody, you all make your way across town to the Temple of Bahamut. There you find many people attending mass and other ceremonies. What in particular are you looking for there, Demon?
What was the paladin's name again?
Claire.
Claire. I can't remember. She had Bahamut on her.
Yes.
Something like that. I thought so. I look around, kind of take in the cathedral a little bit, and ask if there's a priest I could speak to, one who is knowledgeable paladins or demons or the like.
Yes. As a matter of fact, one approaches you. It's a young man, looking like to be in his 30s.
Hey, Josh, you good there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drawing right now.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were, it sounded like you had fallen asleep. I'm sorry.
I just have heavy breathing.
I'm sorry.
How you doing? My name is Father Marcus Hiscrawl. How can I help
My
you?
name's Damon.
Welcome to our temple to Bahamut. How may I help you this evening?
I have a few questions. I was actually raised by a man of the cloth who believed in Muhammad, but been a bit out of touch for a few years. Recently ran into a lass who she bore Bahamut's inscription on her sheet. I wanted to see if there's anything I can do to see if you guys could look after her, and maybe if I could help her cause a little bit.
Certainly, we are always welcome to those interested who help others. What was
I believe
this?
her name was Claire. I don't think I got a surname.
You did get her name was Altria.
Altria? Okay. Claire Altria, I believe her name was.
Altria. I don't recall that name.
Yeah, she helped us liberate a village from attack from orcs.
Then Bahamut smiles on her indeed.
She was looking for a demon. Carabane, I believe. Carabane, right?
Carabane.
Yeah, Carabane. Hey, she's looking after a demon named Carabane. Wanted to see if you knew anything about it.
Can't say that I do. I've never heard of a demon like that. Is there any additional information you have on this demon?
What do I know about Ardaithe? Sorry, what did she say about him?
She didn't say much. She just said that she's faced him once before.
Apparently she'd fought him once before. Won, but it seems like the last was very devoted to trying to find and kill this creature. We travel a lot. We've dealt with some weird things. I kind of want to get as much information as I can to just in case we encounter it.
I wish I could be more help, but I haven't heard of this particular demon. If you want, I could give you a holy symbol of Bahamut. Perhaps in your darker times of need, it can shed some light.
Hey, sure. Appreciate
it. He presents with you a symbol of Bahamut. In your darkest hours, may Bahamut be your strength.
Hey, it may be yours as well. Do you know of anyone else in this area that may be knowledgeable?
Perhaps someone of the wizard guilds. I know that there are people in the council of of Amarith in the Center Forge who would know more of demons. We tend to keep our studies here to the light, to the holy. We don't tend to dip our toes into the darkness.
Hey. From personal experience, it's good to try and know a little bit about the dark so you can shine light on it.
True, there's actually a group in the Center Forge that do that exactly. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can I roll necessarily see if there's anything that he might be able to help me with?
Depends on what you want to accomplish with this knowledge.
I'm trying to gain some more information, I guess.
Okay.
Also, I want to check and make sure, like, I don't know, what I roll Arcana to see there's...
See what?
Like, I want to make sure, like, the charm he gave us isn't, like, bugged or something.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a insight check.
Alright, cool. Can I maybe have Aki roll Arcana on it?
Sure.
Okay, because my insights... Oh, my insight is... Get a 20.
You have 20?
Would you roll Arcana on the thing I got?
Yeah. Cat.
Yeah, he has a cat in his lap.
Excellent. He rolled a cat.
Yes.
Yeah, I rolled a cat. Let's see. Arcana?
Yeah.
That is a 16.
Okay. You all hand up that you don't believe the item is bugged, Hawk. Aki, with your Arcana check, you do detect a faint magical aura from it. It seems to be abjuration in nature.
Okay. I will transmit this information to my friend here. Damn it.
Yeah.
It does it a little bit of abjuration, I believe.
Okay, so I guess it is protection. It's aberration.
Yeah, it is a warding spell. Seems with the nature of the temple, you can accurately assume it to be a protection spell.
Alright, cool. Right. I think the priest.
Go with God, my child.
And with you. If you run across Claire Lass, take care of her. I can honestly say she's one of the good ones.
Certainly.
You know how few of those there are left.
Damon, make a wisdom saving throw.
Aim. Wisdom save, you say? That is a 17.
17. Okay. You take a few steps out of the temple. Suddenly your head's pounding just a little bit. And then it gets harder and harder. And then you just kind of shrug it off. And you just hear... You look behind you, but there's nothing there.
So I heard like growling.
Yeah.
Can I roll religion?
Go ahead.
Rolling the red die for the first time.
Aki, make a perception check.
Yep.
Oh no. Religion.
Can Josh make a perception check?
That's a 19. I'm just like.
There's a particular reason I'm asking Aki.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Is a 6.
A 6? You don't seem to notice anything. And as for the 19, you don't know exactly what that was. It could have maybe been your imagination, could have been maybe something reaching out. You're not entirely sure.
That's not ominous at all.
And okay. And I think we're going to call it there, guys. I don't want to keep you up too late. I know some of you have early mornings.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you all for coming. This has been a very fun session. I'm very happy with what happened.
Oh boy.
This is the first time I ever planned a social session and didn't prepare combat. And y'all fuckers decided to fight yourselves.
Yes, we did.
I'll always be calm.
Someone decided to attack me.
I didn't attack anyone. I gave drunks to someone. There's a difference.
Well, the boy's about to find out about the Thief King shit sooner than expected.
Yeah.
All right. With that, we'll wish you guys a fond farewell. And goodbye. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.